Stand up, New York Giants fans. I think we're riding solo today. Bad Dog, I think, is away with the family today. They're on vacation. So, preseason, get a little work in myself. We'll get to see some of the guys on the back end of the roster for the New York Giants try to compete to make the final 53 for this football team. I'm excited to call the game with you guys, hang out with you guys. A lot of the guys you're going to have your eyes on are guys that are fighting for back-end roster spots. Guys like Joshua Corbin, if they're going to go with 4 running backs. Some of the wide receivers, perhaps a guy like a Jamison Crowder, guys that are competing for the back end of this roster. And we'll see how it all plays out today. We'll see who stands out. We'll see who helps their case. Obviously, the final cut downs are on Tuesday. We'll see if we get to see any of the starters. I would suspect that you're probably going to see maybe Simmons for a drive or two. I know a lot of people may be excited about that, along with hopefully some of the rookies getting a little bit of work. A guy like Trey Hawkins, a guy like Deonte Banks. Hopefully they get a little exposure against Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets first-team offense. I think that'll help them, even if it's only for a drive or two. I think it'll help them going into the regular season. But thank you to everybody for being here. What's going on, Mamet? What's going on, Isaiah? What's going on, Word? What's going on, Wesley? Juan in the chat. Chris Cohen in the chat. Ray W in the chat, man. Thank you to everybody for being here. Appreciate all you guys. Want to give a quick shout out to Andrew. Stand up. New member. Welcome to the squad, Andrew, man. I appreciate it, buddy. And I think I saw one donation I just wanted to get to before we talk to the rest of the chat. Thank you to everybody for being here. Appreciate all you guys as we're getting ready for some preseason football. And Andrew as well, actually, as we're getting ready for some preseason. What channel is the game on, by the way? Somebody let me know. I was actually watching the Notre Dame game. Obviously, I know the game doesn't start for a half hour, but I know it's on NFL Network, so I'll put it on there for now. But I think it's probably on a secondary channel as well. So I'm going to put it on NFL Network for now. It's on. Oh, is it on it? Oh, so it's on after the Notre Dame game. Okay, so I'll leave it where I had it. Okay, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Thank you guys for being here. As Andrew says, please can I get a shout out to my man Lou Sassol? Well done, Andrew. Well done, Mr. Sassol. Thank you so much for popping in the stream, my man. Hopefully things are not a little tighter for you, man. I appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. And Word says just gave my pops a DJ jersey. That's a great investment. That's a great investment, Word. Your pops is going to be able to wear that jersey for quite some time. Looking forward to seeing what Daniel Jones could do this year. We'll see how he plays today if he gets an opportunity with the first team offense. What's going on there? James, man, thanks for popping in. Are the starters playing? Somebody let me know in the chat. I don't have Twitter up right now. I have not heard whether or not they're going to play. I've heard rumors about unofficial depth charts, but I have not heard whether or not the starters are going to play. If they do, I don't expect them to play more than a drive like last week, unless it's some of the rookies like a John Michael Smith, maybe an Evan Neal, second-year young player, Trey Hawkins, Deonte Banks. Those guys may get more than one drive. I don't expect to see Daniel Jones out there for more than a drive if he plays at all. The same for Darren Waller, the same for maybe a guy like a Dexter Lawrence, perhaps. I don't expect those guys to play too much. What's going on, Dharma, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Every game. And Kelvin says, Art said only a handful. Yeah, so there you go. And the handful, to me, indicates it's probably going to be the rookies or maybe a guy like Evan Neal, the younger players that are projected starters to try to compete to make this football team. So that's what I would expect going into this game. Daniel Jones, take a breather. Take a breather. We're gonna need you. We're gonna need you when the games actually matter, my man. Take a breather today. Beat the Jets when it counts. But thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it, Kelvin. And Dominic, stand up. New member. Welcome to the squad, man. Thank you to everybody for being here, buddy. And Q-Dog says, I want to personally give you mad love and congrats on your opportunity. Yeah, I was going to actually let the chat know about that because obviously not a lot of people, you have different audiences. Some people follow you on Twitter. Some people follow you on YouTube. I haven't been live since, I got the opportunity. So I wanted to, and let me just read the rest of that. Remember, we talked about this 4 years ago. Yeah, Q-Dog, I remember, man. I appreciate all the support you've always given me. You always drop such nice comments. You've always been such a great supporter. I don't know how major it is, but it's cool. Bleacher Report reached out to me. They sent me a message, I guess, like one of their talent evaluators. I don't remember what his exact title was. Whatever he is, he's the guy that, is in charge of booking people for Bleacher Report. And he offered me to do the opening pregame. I don't know. I don't think it's the day of the game. I think it's the week of the game, like a pregame video, like a preview on Bleacher Report. And then I'm going to do a live half-hour to 45-minute post-game on Bleacher Report directly after the Giants-Cowboys game. And then he said we'll take it from there. But, I just want to say thank you to all you guys that, without my audience, without the people that support me, As I said on Twitter, I would never get opportunities like that for people to reach out to me. At the end of the day, I'm just a Giants fan. I come on here, I talk about the team that I love, and I try to be as objective as I can as a fan. But I appreciate all you guys, man. Without my audience, without the people that support me, whether it be on this platform, whether it be on Twitter, I would never get opportunities like that. So I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for all the support, man. Let's see. And Q-Dog, I appreciate it. And Philip, I almost tried to pull it up on the wrong chat. But Philip, man, thanks so much for popping in, man. He says, it's 23:55 here in Denmark, staying up late for you. Well, I appreciate it. We already got over 500 people in the chat. I can't say thank you enough for all you guys that are in here. I'm solo today. You guys are riding with me. I appreciate all you guys. Let's go out there and get this win today against the New York Jets. John says, congrats, bro. Really happy for you. You'll kill it. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Anytime you get an opportunity to go on another platform, it could only help. So when they reached out to me, I was excited. So we'll see where it goes, but it's just cool. I'm humbled to even, get an opportunity for, a pretty established company to reach out to me and be like, yeah, we want you to talk about the Giants the night after the game on Sunday Night Football. So it was pretty cool. Deep Dish Chris says, congratulations, Chris, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy. And good to see King, man. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Thank you to everybody for being here. What's going on there, Tommy, man? Thanks for popping in. What's going on there, Michael? Thanks for popping in. What's going on, Rafael DeLuna? But yeah, and I was so humbled by everybody that all the nice comments on Twitter. It really does blow me away. I'm not like a phony. Like, I mean it when I say it, man. It really does blow me away. Like, people that I've never met. I mean, obviously, I try to build a family here, a community here. I think that's what you try to do on YouTube. But people that you've never met just like go out of their way, and they such supportive comments. So can't say thank you enough to all you guys. Grundy, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, buddy. He says, honest question, are you concerned with the Commanders? How with Eric Bieniemy and the skill players is kind of scary. I don't want to use the term that I'm concerned with the Commanders. I will say that I'm not viewing them, and I never did view them as a pushover. I'm picking us to beat them, but they're not a pushover. They're a team that went 8-1 last year, and they have weapons. Bieniemy, we'll see. He's never been a play caller, but looks like he's done a good job so far. Obviously, he's got a good reputation around the league. And Sam Howell, I mean, it's preseason. I'm not going to go crazy. He's a dual-threat quarterback, though, and historically speaking, the Giants have struggled against quarterbacks like that. So we'll see. I'll worry about the Commanders when we get there, but I'm certainly not taking them lightly. I think it's a team we should beat, but I don't think it's a pushover game. I don't think it's a game that we're just going to run over. It's going to be a close game. I think every game in this division this year is going to be a close game. Cowboys and Eagles included. I think this entire division is going to be very competitive this year. I really do. But yeah, I wouldn't say they scare me, but I respect them. That's for sure. I don't view them as like, a garbage football team. Let's put it that way. Andrew says, sup, Dana, here's the Blue winning the Battle of the Meadowlands. Let's go. Let's win the Snoopy Bowl. Come on. And the real Jay Banks, thank you so much, man, for the 99-cent donation, man. I appreciate it. JD, what's going on, man? Thanks for being here, buddy. And Q-Dog says, I know it'll never happen, but Simmons is in number 11 is fire. Yeah, that'd be cool. What is he? What is he wearing for the Giants? I think he was wearing 9 with Arizona. Obviously, he can't wear number 11 because of Phil Simms. His number's retired with the Giants. But yeah, that would look cool. I'm assuming he's probably going to wear the same number with the Giants. I didn't get an opportunity. If somebody told me, if I saw it, I forgot what he's wearing. But I'm excited to see Simmons on the field today, man. Oh, he's wearing 46? Yeah, 11 would look cooler. I agree. I like the 11 look, but that's Mr. Simmons' number. The real Jay Banks, man. Thank you again, man, for the 99-cent donation. And Old Sitbone says, stand up. Congrats from across the pond. I appreciate it, man. And David says, thanks for continued reporting, commentary, and bringing the amazing Giants fans together. Stand up. Thank you for being here, David, man. I appreciate it, buddy. And Sneaky Jim says, Trey Lance to the Cowboys. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it's a good move for the Cowboys. You didn't give up much. You gave up a 4th-round pick. I think it's a roll of the dice. I think it's a dart throw. The way I look at Trey Lance is I'm not overly concerned as a Giants fan, but I could still look at the trade and be like, okay, it's worth the risk. On the off chance that Trey Lance could reach the ceiling that people thought he could, and he was a good prospect. I liked him coming out. I thought it was a good pick on draft night. I'd be lying to you if I said otherwise by the 49ers when they took him 3 overall. Didn't work out there due to injuries, due to the fact that they feel like he maybe doesn't fit the offense, due to the fact that Purdy's taken off, whatever it may be. But am I nervous as a Giants fan? No. The way I look at it is if he couldn't work with San Francisco, chances are he's probably not going to work with Dallas. And if you're the 49ers and you gave up as much as you did to get him. You give up 3 first-round draft picks to get him, right? So if you gave up all that draft capital, now you trade him to a team within the conference, a competitive team within the conference, the Dallas Cowboys, who's kind of like a rival, to the San Francisco 49ers. I don't think they would do that if they felt like there was even a decent chance that Trey Lance was going to be a very high-end quarterback in the NFL. So my outlook on it is it's worth the roll of the dice for the Cowboys. Maybe it puts a little added pressure on Dak, but I'm not too worried about it. If Trey Lance was going to make it, I think he would have made it with the San Francisco 49ers, who, in my opinion, are the most talented team in the National Football League. So that's the way I look at that. Solid pickup for the Cowboys, but I don't think it's going to do. I don't think it's going to mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. He's already in the 3rd year of his 4-year rookie contract, and I can't see them picking up the 5th-year option before he plays a game unless he starts this year, if that gets hurt or if he regresses in play. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about the move. As I said on Twitter, I'm really not. I'm not too worried about the move. What's going on, Ray, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Wonder if we want to receive ball or kick. We'll see. Maybe we'll. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I mean, if it's a regular season game, obviously, I typically would rather kick. That's just me. I always like to start with the ball in the second half, but it depends how I'm feeling week to week, the opponent we're going up against. Really doesn't matter to me. I mean, I guess I'd prefer to kick. Yeah, man. And what's going on, Dharma, man? Thanks for popping in. NFL contracts have so much money non-guaranteed. You can't get blinded by the sticker shock. Yeah, I agree with that, Corey. I mean, I've done several videos on it. I've talked about it with the Daniel Jones contract. Everybody's going nuts, $40 million a year. Oh, my God, blah, 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 blah. You got to look at the guaranteed money. So, yeah, I completely agree with that. But, yeah, if we're going back to the trade makes sense. But to me, it's a roll of the dice as far as Lance goes. It is what it is. No bad dog today. He's with the family today. He's taking off preseason. He's taking a game off. We'll be obviously going together for the regular season. I think he's away on vacation with the family, I think, if I'm not mistaken. G-Bank says, where's Bad Dog? There you go. I just told you. And DJ is a top 5 quarterback. Book it. I ain't going to go that crazy yet. I think DJ is going to be a very good quarterback this year. I don't care what number you want to put on it. I think he's good. I think we can win a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones. Maybe not this year, but I think as we build this team up, I think we're capable of winning a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones. And as a fan, that's all I really care about. I think he's good enough to win a Super Bowl if we could get this team to where they need to go. Whether that's top 5, whether that's top 10, whether that's top 12, I don't care. Eli Manning, really, throughout the course of his career, outside of probably 2011, was never a top 5 quarterback. Guy won 2 Super Bowls. You had Brett Favre during his career, obviously Peyton Manning, obviously Tom Brady, Drew Brees, go down the list. So we won with him. You could win a Super Bowl. You can win multiple Super Bowls with a top 10 quarterback. And I believe Daniel Jones could be just that. So I'm happy he's a New York Giant. I'm excited to see what he could do this year, build off of what he did last year. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait till we play week 1 against the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see what we go. Let's see what we got. I'm reporting live at MetLife. What's going on? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Starting D will record a sack also. I hope so. Think Wan'Dale plays a lot when he's back. Not right away. I'm still not over the hills confident that he's going to start the year with the New York Giants. I know reports have been that he's been playing in training camp. He's been practicing. I still don't think Wan'Dale starts the year with the team. I could be wrong, but I think they're going to ease him in. But I will say, I think Wan'Dale is going to be back earlier than I initially anticipated. Obviously, Wan'Dale got hurt later in the year last year, and I was of the mindset, okay, ACL, probably not going to play till at least the second half of the season, and they'd probably ease him in after that. May not make much of an impact until, I don't know, week 11, week 12. I think he's going to make an impact before that now. It sounds like the recovery is going better than I think I expected at least. So we'll see. I don't expect him to be starting week 1, though. Let's put it that way. But he will have a role as he gets eased into the offense. And I think by the second half of the year, you'll start to see him and Jalen Hyatt. Hold on one second. It's Dave Gettleman. I think you'll start to see him and Jalen Hyatt get more of an expanded role as the year goes along. So I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see how it goes. Simmons definitely wearing number 46. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how Simmons does today. Eli says he'll be on the pup so we can get BFW. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people are starting to believe that BFW is going to make this team, which makes sense because the reason he's going to make this team, if he does, from all accounts, is the fact that he's a special teams guy, right? A gunner, something that the New York Giants certainly could use. We struggled there last year. Typically, generally speaking, the back end of your roster, at the wide receiver position, you want a guy that can contribute on special teams. So if he makes the team, that's going to be the reason that he does. But yeah, it's starting to sound more and more like people are starting to expect that BFW may, in fact, grab one of those back end spots. Let's see. Real Banks, thanks. And I will have a video out tomorrow after. I figured I'd wait till after the preseason game. I'll have a video out tomorrow talking about the roster, talking about, my projected final 53 for the Giants. But I think there's at least 2 or 3 spots that are up for grabs tonight. So we'll see how these guys play on the back end of the roster. And then we'll find out on Tuesday. Probably go live for that or make a video, whatever it may be, as we get the final roster. But as we all know, definitely as I know, as long as I've been doing this on YouTube, the initial 53 usually is not the final 53. Then you usually pick up a couple of guys from around the league. You cut some guys. So you probably won't get your true 53 probably until Friday or Saturday. But we'll see how it all plays out. And Real J Banks says, I couldn't pay for a chat before. Now I just want to thank you for getting me back into football when I came home in 2018, Long Island. Boy, that's awesome, man. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say, man. Thank you so much for being a great supporter of the channel. Thank you to all you guys for being great supporters of the channel. As a Jets fan, wishing you all the best for the Brothers in Blue. What's going on, Prestige, man? Thanks for popping in. Hey, I'm looking forward to taking you guys on, not just today, but in the regular season. I think that game's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good game. Obviously, Rodgers, Jones. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think both New York teams are trending up. It's a fun time to be a football fan in the state of New York, and it's been a long time since you could say that. So things are definitely trending up. What's going on, Cush, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. And let's see. John Letourneau says, hey, Chris, the Giants have improved, no doubt. Y'all will make the playoffs. Is because the 49ers don't have a quarterback and Dallas is regretting. I want to beat y'all. I think we're making the playoffs. I've said that now all offseason. We'll see. It's not going to be easy. We play a tough schedule. You know that, John, being that you're an Eagles fan. Our entire division plays a really tough schedule. Will not be easy. But, yeah, I think we're going to find a way to win more games than people think. I don't think, a lot of people that are saying we're only going to win 6 or 7 games, we're going to take a big step back because of the schedule. I don't think they're taking into account the Brian Daboll effect. Coaching matters in the NFL. A lot of people last year said, well, look how lucky you got. Look at all the close games you won. I don't think it was luck. I think we had a great coach. And generally speaking, when games are really close, you favor the team with the better head coach. So I'm excited, man. I think the Giants are going to surprise some people this year. We'll have some surprise wins. I'm not taking the 49ers lightly, though. The 49ers have a great team. I know that they're kind of in flux with the quarterback, but they have a great team. And the Cowboys have a great defense. So they're going to be tough week 1. It's definitely going to be a good test. I'm excited to see how we do. Stephen Lilly. Hiya, bud. I hear that that they're building an old person village in MetLife Car Park for old man Rodgers. What's going on, Lily, from across the pond? Lily always liked to pick on Aaron Rodgers, and today it's very appropriate to do so. Good to see you, Lily. And Bill, man, thank you so much, Bill, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always being such a great supporter. We got 800 people in the house. I don't say it enough. A Bad Dog does a much better job at that than me. Spike that like. I appreciate all you guys. The likes matter, I suppose. I hope, I guess it helped get people in here. Thank you guys for all the support. Hit the like, thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Bill says, one step closer to watching Dallas in a couple of weeks. Let's go. Can't beat it. Can't beat it with a bat, Bill. Come on, man. We're 2 weeks away tomorrow. We'll be 2 weeks away tomorrow from seeing the New York Giants on Sunday Night Football take on the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the biggest game of the year. At least, before the year starts. Things change from within season. Like if I would have told you before the year started last year, the Washington Sunday night game would have been the biggest game of the year, which it turned out to be in the regular season. You would have called me nuts. But going into the year, there's not a bigger game on our schedule than week 1 against the Dallas Cowboys. There's just not. That sets the tone. This year for me as a fan is all about how we perform within the division. I think that's how we're going to measure how much better this team has gotten. And we get that test week 1 home against the Dallas Cowboys. You win that game, that instills so much confidence in this team. It instills so much confidence in this fan base, and you really hit the ground running. So it's such a big game. I can't wait to talk about it leading up into the game with all you guys. But, yeah, it's going to be fun this year, man. And that game, I think, could be a tone setter, much like the Titans game last year. Chris says, congrats on the Bleacher Report gig. It's been awesome. Hey, yeah, I don't even know if I would necessarily call it a gig. I'm being featured on Bleacher Report. I don't know if something more is going to come from it, but regardless, I'm still humbled, and I give the credit to you guys. I don't give the credit to me. That's why the first thing I said on Twitter, without my listeners, without people that support me, comment, support, I I wouldn't be able to get opportunities like that. So I was just blown away when the guy reached out to me on Twitter and said, "Yeah, you want to come on Bleacher Report? I've been watching your stuff. I like you. Whatever, blah 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 blah." And yeah, so I'm blown away that I got the opportunity. So thank you to all you guys. Word says Giants on Hard Knocks next week. Yeah, technically we will be at least slightly featured, right? They'll probably have like a 15-minute segment between the Jets and the Giants. Maybe you'll hear some Jets talking good about Daniel Jones. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to watch it. Actually, it might be the week after. I feel like Hard Knocks is always a week behind. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not 100%. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Is Hard Knocks a week behind? Are they going to show the Giants this week or the next week? I don't know, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got. What's up, Mahi, man? Thanks for popping in. What's going on there, Tony? What's going on? Yeah, we'll see, Ray. Win that game and sets the A train. I'm with you, man. That game is so massive for the New York Giants. It is so massive. Week number 1 against the Dallas Cowboys. It sets the tone for the entire season. Bad Dog's taking off today. I guess I should post it in the chat, but I'm sure people could, as people are coming in and asking, I'm sure people could say it. But Bad Dog's taking off today. He's on vacation with his family. Obviously, during the regular season, we'll be doing the 2-man team. But thank you to everybody for being here, guys. Yeah, it's a week behind. So yeah, so the Giants game won't be on this week's episode. It'll be on the following week's episode. That's what I thought. Let's see. We're gonna win week 1. I sure hope so, man. What's going on there, Corey B? Man, thanks for popping in. Starters play. I don't know, Jerry Judy. Good question. I think from what I heard, at least from people in the chat, they said they heard on Twitter that expect to see some of the starters to play, but not as many as we saw last week, which to me implies the rookies, John Michael Schmitz, maybe Evan Neal, obviously Hawkins, obviously Banks, but don't expect the veterans to play. Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Adoree Jackson, probably not going to play. Daniel Jones probably won't play. Barkley, Waller, don't expect those guys to play. And Andrew Thomas. What's going on there, CH Ghost? Man, thanks for popping in. No JMS. They're not playing JMS tonight. I don't hate that. Make sure he's healthy for this. I mean, I would have liked him to get a couple more reps, but he's gotten a lot of reps already. He played, I think it was like a full half, I want to say, last game. I feel like he was out there for a good amount of time. First game, he was out there a decent amount of time also. So maybe they feel like he's already gotten enough reps. McKeith is playing. Okay. Well, I'm talking to a celebrity. What's going on, Mike Nixon? I'm predicted 10-7 with a playoff. We'll see. One game at a time. Got to beat Dallas. We beat Dallas. I think most people, or at least most Giant fans, if we beat Dallas, will start to believe that this team is a true playoff contender this year. But yeah, that's going to set the tone week number 1. It's such a massive game. Omega, what's going on, man? Walk in your trap, Rako. What's up, Lucas? I'm predicted 17-0. Cushman hit it on the head. I think you're underselling the team, to be honest with you, Cushman. They're going to go 20-0, but 17-0 is a good start, but they're going to go 20-0. What's up, Bluegrass? What's going on, Playoff P? Anyway, you see this team winning 12-plus games. I mean, I would say that's our ceiling, Milkman. I would say 12-plus wins is probably our ceiling. Like, if everything breaks right, Daniel Jones becomes a high-end quarterback, all the key players stay healthy, I think that's probably our ceiling because of the schedule we play. We do play a really tough schedule. So I would say 11, 12 wins is probably the ceiling. I'm not predicting that, but you're asking me, is it possible? I think 12 wins is possible if everything were to break right. But realistically, I'm in that 9-win range, maybe 10 wins. Let's see. Banks closed every Sunday. Let's go, Tana. What's going on, Nations, man? Thanks for popping in. Let's see. I want Neal to play. He needs the reps in I agree. I'd prefer him to play, but I'm not going to be upset if he doesn't. The key is to have these guys as healthy as you possibly can before the year starts. Let's see. What's up, Diblin, man? Thanks for popping in. Joe Peso says, what's up, Chris? First game will set the tone for the season and wake up the league. The G-Men, let's go. We're 5 minutes out. They're still showing. Are you sure the Giants game's on NBC? Let me take a look. They said it was on NBC. I'm going to believe them. Yeah, it says it's on NBC, but they're still showing the college football post game on here. Can we put on the Giants and Jets, please? I got to watch Notre Dame beat Navy 42-3. Okay? I had fun watching that. Now let me watch my Giants. And Bill, thank you very much. NFL Network. All right, I'll flip to NFL Network. Bill, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, Not surprised about you and Bleacher. You got a bunch of true Giants fans in here consistently watching you for years. You're doing it right, bro. Hey, Bill, man, I appreciate it, man. I'm amazed at the community I've built. I'm amazed, because not just my community, but a lot of YouTube channels. I like to think I helped them grow too. So, or at least I was a part of it. I'm not taking credit for it, but just the Giants community as a whole on YouTube. I take great pride in what we've built as creators and as fans, the people that watch our content. Can't say thank you enough to all you guys. So I appreciate it, Bill, man. I appreciate the kind words, and I love my community. I can't say thank you enough to all you guys that are unbelievable supporters all the time. No, Bad Dog's not coming today. He's on vacation. He's on vacation, guys. What's going on? What's going on, Q-Dog? I wonder what Jones and Rogers were talking about. I told you what they were talking about. I told you what they were talking about on Twitter. That Daniel Jones and Aaron Rodgers were at the 50-yard line warming up before the game, and Daniel Jones was asking Aaron Rodgers how the flight was coming back from London last year. Because obviously for Jones, it was much more pleasant, so he wanted to know how it was on the other side. So he's saying, Rodgers, how did it feel, coming off a loss to the Giants, flying back from London last year? That's what they were talking about at midfield. Mercheeks, man, thanks for popping in the stream. He says, I can't stand the hate DJ gets from the mainstream. Nick Wright overcompensating for a life of being bullied by dudes that look like Bobby Skinner. Yeah, that's facts. Hey, man, I could care less at the end. They know it's easy to pick on Daniel Jones because, one, it's New York. One, he's got, obviously the initial reaction from the majority of this fan base and just fan bases around the league when he was drafted. The memeable moment against the Eagles. Any chance they get to pick on the guy, they're going to do it. And I don't really care. That just makes me like it more. That's how I was with Eli Manning, right? That's why Eli Manning was my favorite player. He always got over-the-top hatred. People would always look to go out of their way to pick on the guy, and they do the same thing with Daniel Jones. So that just makes me love him that much more. So bring it on, man. I like being the underdog. I like being disrespected. I like the media crapping on our team. That just makes me more pumped up to see how this team could do and prove the team's wrong, right? Last year, that was kind of the motto with this team, at least early in the year. Every time they'd win a game, it's the worst 3-1 team of all time. It's the worst 4-1 team of all time. So hopefully it's that me against the world mentality again. I think Giants fans love that. I think the team loves it. So keep on picking on Daniel Jones. Keep on picking on this football team, and they're going to continue to prove them wrong. What's going on? Thank you to everybody for being here. And Stephen Lilly says, just think from dolphin and turtle sex to the Bleacher Report. And every season we win a Super Bowl, I predict one more draft, and we push hard next season. Lily, man, I think next year, I've said it. People have asked me in my live streams. I'm obviously not predicting a Super Bowl next year. Like, there's a lot of luck that gets involved with that. You need things to break your way. But I think next year, I'm relatively confident that I'm going to go into the year at least saying to myself, we're a contender to go to the Super Bowl. I think we're going to build this team up this year. We're going to grow. We're going to get better. And next year, we're going to make some finishing touches moves. We're going to add another wide receiver. We're going to add some more help on the defense. Kayvon's going to be a year more experienced. Evan Neal's going to be a year more experienced. John Michael Smith is going to be a year more experienced. We'll draft an interior offensive lineman. Next year, I think, is the year we could really start to, begin what I hope is a window to potentially compete to win a Super Bowl on a consistent basis. And who knows? This year we could surprise. The NFC is not very strong. The Giants added a lot of talent. They have one of the best head coaches in the National Football League. I'm not ruling anything out. I'm not. Nobody would thought the Cincinnati Bengals were going to the Super Bowl the year that they did a couple of years ago. So you don't know. You don't know. It's why they play the games. And when you have a coach as good as the New York Giants do, we saw what we were able to do last year. We exceeded expectations. Who knows? Let's prove them wrong again. David, thank you very much. He says, congrats, Chris. I know you kill it like the Giants will beat the Cowgirls from Dallas. The only thing bigger in Dallas than the Cowboys are their L's. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. And Gundy says, so how many division wins are you expecting? 3. Going into the year, I think that's my expectations. I'm expecting 3, however they get it, whether it be a split against Washington, sweeping Washington, getting one against the Cowboys, beating the Eagles, whether it be the last game of the year, if they sit the start. Who knows? We don't even know if the Eagles are going to be nearly as dominant as they were last year when we play them. You don't know what that team's going to look like. It's so far late in the season. But, yeah, I think we'll be better in the division. I think I have us at 3 wins in the division this year. I think we're going to find a way to get it. If I had to pick right now, I'd say we beat the Cowboys week 1, and I think we sweep the Commanders. But it's going to be a tough sweep. I have respect for them. They're a tough team. But, yeah, I think one way or another, I got us winning 3 divisional games this year. And if they do that, I think that's a very successful season for this football team. I think that definitely shows trend toward the upside, being that we have one of the best divisions in the National Football League. MJ says, watching the pregame for 40 minutes and it's all Jets, nothing on the Giants, unreal. They always get the hype and then fall flat. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, you got to expect that. I mean, at the end of the day, they got Aaron Rodgers. The Jets, obviously, they got a good team. They're convincing themselves that they're going to do it. We saw what happened last time, right, with Brett Favre. Could it work? Yeah, it could work. We've seen things like this work, right? It worked with Peyton Manning when he went to the Broncos, even though, when they finally did win that Super Bowl, Peyton Manning was not the reason. If anything, they won in spite of him because of the defense. But, of course, he had 2 or 3 great years with the Broncos. So we've seen guys in the twilight of their careers go to teams that were kind of a quarterback away and put them over the top. But we've also seen it fail miserably, specifically with the New York Jets, with a guy like Brett Favre, even though it was only for 1 year. And that's the other thing. We don't know how long this Rodgers experiment is going to be. Is it going to be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? We don't know. So we'll see. It's definitely a story. It's definitely interesting going into the year. But, hey, as a Giants fan, I've said it all offseason, man. Let the Jets get the attention. Daniel Jones has pressure enough, right? Daniel Jones just signed a $40 million a year contract. He plays in the biggest media market in the world for the New York Giants, coming off a playoff season. I welcome the New York Jets hype. I welcome the hard knocks. I welcome Aaron Rodgers. Thank you. You take the back pages, okay? As long as the New York Giants, when you open it up to about page 10 and you look at the standings, as long as the New York Giants have the better record, the Jets can take all the back pages they want. I don't care. So for me, if that could provide as a valuable distraction, I don't want the back page. Well, I do if we win, for winning, but not. I don't need any added pressure on this football team. So I like that the New York Jets have taken some of that away. The Ace Avenue says, let's go, G-Man. You're the best thing. I appreciate it, Ace Avenue, man. Thanks for popping to the stream, buddy. And Luis Cruz says, on tour in the Midwest right now, you and Bad Dog Streams have got me through the long drives. Thank you. Go Giants. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it, man. And thank you to everybody for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. OMB with the $2 donation. I appreciate that. And Irish Rover says, congrats, Chris. Hard work, dedication, and passion will always be rewarded. I'm very happy for you and know you will nail your opportunity. I appreciate it, Irish Rover. Thank you to all you guys, man. And let's see. Mark, what's going on, man? Can you sign my jersey? What's up, Mark? Good to see that. I say it all the time. I was blown away. I went to Fan Fest. I want to say it was like 2 years ago. Maybe it was 3 years ago. And I had kids coming up to me with pens and footballs, and they were asking me to. Yeah, obviously, I expected some people to want to take a picture here and there. People were asking me to sign footballs, so I was like, "What?" But yeah, Mark, I'll sign your jersey. Just mail it to me. I'll sign your jersey. I'm kidding, obviously. And V-Man says, difference is Aaron Rodgers doesn't have Favre's ego. If that same situation was to occur with A-Rod having a debilitating injury, he won't play through it like Favre. Yeah, listen, V-Man, I think Rodgers is going to work for the Jets. I don't think you're winning a Super Bowl, but I think Rodgers is going to work for the Jets. I do. Yeah, I do. I truly do. I think Rodgers is going to work for the Jets. I think he's going to have a very good year for them. I think it'll work out better than the Favre fiasco. That's my opinion on it, but I don't think you're winning a Super Bowl. I just think the AFC is way too challenging. And they are not showing the Giants game, by the way, on NFL Network. So I got to go back to NBC. They're showing the Washington game. So I might have missed a play because I'm sitting here on the NFL Network and they're showing Cincinnati and Washington. Have I missed a play, guy? I went back to 4. They got a commercial on 4. They got the Bengals in Washington. Maybe it's because the Giants are starting later, so they showed that game on the network. Let's see. All right, we're back at NBC. Now they're showing the Jets and the Giants. Still haven't kicked off yet. We'll see who starts with the ball. Just did the coin toss. Here at East Rutherford. Aaron Rodgers' first game as a New York Jet. Aaron Rodgers' first game as a New York Jet going up against the Giants. I don't think he's taken it down yet in the preseason, so I probably expect to see Rodgers for 2 or 3 drives, and I think it'd be valuable. I do. I think it would be valuable for Hawkins and for Deonte Banks to get a little bit of time. And I'll tell you what, I don't think he's getting talked about enough this preseason, this offseason. Deonte Banks has looked great. Deonte Banks is one of the 2 or 3 most encouraging things, in my opinion, so far from what I've seen in the preseason. He's looked really good, and he was paired up on a number one wide receiver in the first preseason game against Jamison Williams. He looked really good last week. So, yeah, that's one really encouraging thing. It's preseason. He's going to have some challenges come regular season as a rookie, but he definitely does not look like he's, outmatched out there. Let's put it that way. He's running stride for stride with a lot of these wide receivers. Hawkins looked really good, too, on a play that kind of broke down last week when I got to watch the old 22 when people broke it down. For him to be able to stick in coverage, he looked really good, too. So we'll see how the young corners perform this year. I'm excited to see both of them. But Giants are going to start with the ball as we're getting ready to kick away. We'll see if there's going to be any starters going out there for the Giants. I don't have the volume on. I'm leaning based on, I think I saw somebody in the chat say no starters. We'll see. Well, they're showing Bredesen. He's got a helmet on, so he's a starter. So he's starting at center tonight. So technically not a starter. He's not starting at his starting position. JMS is getting a breather here for the Giants today. But they're going to give Bredesen, which I think that's a good idea by Dable, because Bredesen's the backup center in case of an emergency. You want him to get a little bit of experience there. So I think that's a good move by Dable here to give him a driver to at the center spot. And Eric Hardwood says, let's go Giants. Thank you for being a member, man. I appreciate it, buddy, as we're getting ready to go. Q-Dog says the Giants franchise will be 100 years old. And that's crazy. 1925 was their year. 2025 will be their 100-year anniversary. Well, 2024 would be. Kicks away, and the Giants are going to let this go into the end zone. They'll start with it at the 25. That's crazy. Wouldn't be sweet to win the Super Bowl. The stars are lining up. That would be great. You can't beat that. 100th year in franchise history, you win the Super Bowl. You can't beat that, Q-Dog. And Emilio says Jets hype has kept attention off Jones and his contract. Exactly. I welcome that, man. Go ahead and keep talking up the Jets. As Tyrod Taylor will get the start here for the New York Giants, as Zudu's in the game, Parrott's in the game, Glowinski. So some of the starters from the line are in the game. Glowinski and Bredesen. Parrott actually played pretty well last week. Given limited time, they got Sterling Shepard and Jalen Hyatt lined up in the slot as Tyrod Taylor comes under center. Cager, the tight end, motions to the left. Hyatt in motion. Taylor takes the snap. Play action. Drops back. There's a flag on the play. I was going to say good protection, but it might be a hold. Bombs it to Hyatt, and that was a little bit overthrown. Incomplete as they look for Hyatt on a deep pass on the right sideline to start the game. But I think the Giants are going to get hit with a hold here to start the contest. It'll be 1st and 20. 14:52 to go here in the first. We're 8 seconds in. How can we watch this? It's on, well, I don't know where you are, but if you don't have NFL, it's on NFL Network. It's on something that's called a television. If you have a TV, you could watch it. And it's on NFL Network or NBC if you're in the New York area. Tyrod Taylor coming out in the gun, takes the snap, 3-step drop, scans, plans, drops back, rolls out to the right, under pressure, breaks a tackle, rolling out. Now he's going to try and run with it. Out of bounds, he gets about 3. That's a flag. Are you kidding me? There's the flag. 15-yard penalty, late hit on Tyrod Taylor, out of bounds, and the Giants will get an automatic first down. All right. Ariel, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You're new here, hit the thumbs up. Come on back. We do this every week. Talk Giants. Can have a lot of live shows in season, videos, everything else. You're going to be sick of me, with all the Giants content I'm going to be giving you if you're a Giants fan. If you're a Jets fan, hang out for the night and then go back and be miserable. 1st and 10, 14:35 to go here in the first. Taylor takes the snap, play action, drops back, under pressure, gets it off, hits Cager, and Cager gets walloped for a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11. Williams with the hit. Nice hit there by the Jets. 14:20 to go here in the first. Yeah, Parrott kind of missed. I saw Dire Giants fans say Parrott sucks. Yeah, he missed on a block there. 2nd and 11 for the Giants. Taylor's coming out in the gun. They're going to motion Crowder and Cager out to the right. It'll be a 5-wide set. Empty backfield from the 32. Jets with a 4-man front. They come with 3. Taylor takes it, bakes it, hits his man Crowder in the slot. Crowder got about 6. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 at the 37. What's going on, Pittsburgh? Thanks for popping in. Giant starters are Parrott, Glowinski, Bredesen, Azudu, Cunningham. That sounds like hell. Somebody better have an extra stretcher at the game. James Robinson, Jalen Hyatt, Sterling Shepard, Jamison Crowder, and Lawrence Cager. 3rd and 6 for the Giants. Taylor out of the gun. Drops back. Looks right. Throws right. Way over the head of Shepard. And the Giants will have to punt. Aaron Rodgers about to take the field for the first time as a New York Jet. 13:21 to go here in the first. It'll be 4th and 6 as the Giants are set to punt it away. This is something I guess you want to look at since our punter was horrible last year. Here's an opportunity where maybe he could pin them inside the 10. He hasn't looked – well, he's looked okay in the preseason thus far. We'll see how he looks here. And here's the punt by Gillen. And look who it is. I was looking at him because we're talking about, as the Jets fielded for a fair catch at the 21, we're talking about how he might make the team for special teams purposes. Mr. Wheaton, Bryce Ford Wheaton as a gunner, man, he completely beat the blocker down the field there. So good play there on special teams by Bryce Ford Wheaton. If he's going to make this team, that's why he's going to do it. So Jets will start with it at the 21. What's up, AV, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. Why didn't they leave the starting line out? Because they don't want him to get hurt, Xavier. They don't want him to get hurt. And let's see. Secret agent Randy Bean says Shane's next move is to find a swing tackle. Pumped for the season. Looking forward to your live streams with the dog. Let's go, Big Blue. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I mean, I think going into the year right now, the swing tackle is Matt Parrott, probably, or Phillips. Phillips has got a little bit of guard tackle versatility. I think they're both going to make the team. That's at least what it looks like. But yeah, we don't have a good swing tackle. But to be fair, most teams in the league don't. So you got to hope your tackles stay healthy. But yeah, I agree. Hopefully next year they draft the tackle, whether it be in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, whatever it may be. But yeah, Parrott's the guy now, and I'm not very confident with that. Let's see. And let's get rid of this guy. Thank you, Afghanistan. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we got a commercial break. Let's do a play-by-play of the next commercial. Let's see what we could do. We're going to have some fun with the chat tonight. Let's see the next. Hopefully it's a good commercial to do a play-by-play for. This is nothing. I don't even know what this commercial is about. It's just flashing random words: responsibility, transformal gains, supercharging progress. Come on, what are we doing? Give me a commercial. And Queasy. And here's a man and a woman. Looks like his wife on a couch. Man eating popcorn, or might be potato chips, with Josh Allen in the woods as they scan over the TV. Looks like a 44-inch flat screen Samsung. And look at Josh Allen. He whips out the tablet as he's showing the streaming services to the man in the bush. Got an Arizona Cardinals towel there on the armchair as they eat some Doritos. Go get your NFL Sunday ticket, $449 value on them if you sign up for Verizon right now. So there's your play-by-play of the commercial. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for popping in the stream. Let's see. Queasy says ESPN Tyrod could do everything Jones can. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. Brandon says, Tana, you get a new gig. Did I miss? No, not. I wouldn't call it a new gig. I'm going to be featured on Bleacher Report for a couple of streams, and we'll see where it goes from there. Thank God it was a tablet, the card coach says. 1st and 10 but yeah, I'm going to be doing the post-game live stream on Bleacher Report after Sunday Night Football, and I'll be doing like a week 1 preview on Bleacher Report. Rodgers under center, throws a quick screen, and he hits his man out in the flat, and that's a big gain there. We might get hit with a penalty there. That's Gilbert. I don't even think the Giants have their rookie corners out there because that was Gilbert, who doesn't stand a chance. There's a flag on the play. It's probably going to be unnecessary roughness. If you remember the game last year when we played the Packers, and that's what it was, face mask on Gilbert, who's awful. That's what Rodgers did in the first half against us, the entire first half, and then we made adjustments. We made adjustments at halftime, but they just threw screens down the entire field in the first half. Bloom says, solo stream means I don't get to hear the effing Golden Girls song a million. Yeah, when you donate $5 here, you don't got to worry about that if you're not a fan of that song. 1st and 10, 12:56 to go here in the, well, even if it's not a solo stream, if it's on my channel, I don't play the Golden Girls. 1st and 10, here's Rodgers coming out under center, man in motion from the 46, takes the snap, play action, bootleg, dumps it down out in the flat. He's got a man with a lead blocker, good hit. Oh, the Jets with a go. Jets are going to get hit with a penalty, it looks like. What was it, a block in the back, perhaps? 12:38 to go here in the first. Oh, wow, Bobby McCain looks like he's all messed up, man. Bobby McCain took a shot, and it's going to be a penalty on the Jets, so that'll back him up 15 yards. 12:38 to go here in the first. And V-Man Says, who is at the bottom of the New York City sports IR? I would say, I mean, I'm not a big hockey guy. I don't know those. I know the Rangers have been pretty good in recent years. The Islanders were actually pretty good a few years ago. I don't think they were very good last year. I don't know too much about the Devils. But out of the teams I know, I mean, right now it's got to be the Mets and Yankees. It has to be, right? It has to be. Which is crazy to say because going into the year, you would have thought they were both World Series contenders. Rogers takes the snap out of the gun. Quick hitter out in the flat. That's caught. That'll be a gain of about 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. For the Giants, it'll be Nacho Roches, Jordan Riley, Jahad Ward, Carter Coughlin, Darian Beavers, O'Shane Zimenez, Darren Evans, Zion Gilbert, Dane Belton, Bobby McCain, and Javarius Owens. So none of the starters for the defense are out there. It's the complete second team going up against Aaron Rodgers. So Brian Dable going into this game, trying to analyze some of the back-end guys. There's a guy there, O'Shane Zimenez, who probably needs a good game tonight if he wants to make the team, as they show him there on the camera. 11:38 to go. We'll see if the Giants can dial up a blitz. 2nd and 12 from their own 43. Rodgers out of the gun. Takes the snap. 5-step drop. Under pressure. Off his back foot. Nowhere close. That must have been some miscommunication there. I think he was looking for Garrett Wilson, who he's hit with a couple of passes. But the Giants were able to get there quick. Rodgers had to get rid of it. 3rd and 12. And what's going on, Mr. Heartstorm? He says the PBP on the comms is awesome. Keep it up, man. I appreciate it, Heartstorm, man. Thanks so much for being here, man. Another great guy. He's been a great supporter of my channel forever. He's got a channel. Go over there, check him out. But thanks so much for being here. And Art Vandalay says, how are you watching the game, Chris? I'm struggling to find. It's on NBC, at least for me. I don't know where you live, but it's on NBC, as well as the NFL Network. But I don't know if it's on the NFL Network in the New York area. It might be blacked out. 11:27 to go. 2 on the clock. Rodgers just gets it off. Giants come with 4. Good pressure. Rodgers able to escape the blitz, and he's going to buy some time with his legs. Nearly gets tripped. Throws it away. All right. Rodgers not looking so hot. Going up against the backup defense. 11:18. Welcome to New York, Rodgers. It was all a fairy tale. It's been a fairy tale. Was that Simmons? That was Simmons. Okay. Simmons brought some pressure off the edge. Mr. Isaiah Simmons. 11:18 to go here in the first. Okay. Jet set to punt it away. Punts away. Shepard fields it. And he's going to go down at the 20. So Giants will start with it there. 11-11. Make a wish. Mr. Simmons. Yeah, he came in for that play at least. He played on that play. Maybe they just brought him in for a 3rd down situation. So welcome to New York, Mr. Rodgers. Everything was rainbows and butterflies. You were the toast of the town. Quick 3 and out on that first drive. He's going to hear the Boo Birds by week 3 if he doesn't pick it up. New York's not very forgiving. What's going on there, Nick? Man, thanks for popping in. Oh, did Simmons start? He definitely got off the edge quick on that play. And there's Bad Dog in the chat. There you go. I told you. He's on vacation. Bad Dog's in the chat. Want to see? You just missed it, Bad Dog. Isaiah Simmons just almost sacked Aaron Rodgers. He brought the heat off the edge. Luis Breyer says, sup, Tana? Looking forward to another season with you. What's up, Luis? I'm looking forward to another season with just you. With just you. I'm kidding. I'm looking forward to a season with all you guys. No, but I appreciate it, Luis, man. Thanks so much for being here, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, he looked really good off the edge, man. Simmons nearly killed Rodgers. Thank God for, yeah. And Heartstorm Media says, could you imagine the hype train if Isaiah Simmons got the set? Oh, forget it. Forget it. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what Wink could do with Simmons in this defense. I don't think he's probably going to start week 1, but they'll bring him in certain situations. He will eventually start, or at least get starters reps. I'm curious to see how they use him, though. I think they're going to move him all over the field. So I'm really excited for Simmons, though. That was a great pickup by the Giants. Let's see. 3 and out against our 2nd and 3rd stringers. Yep. Come on, I want to hear stand up. Let's get some 7s in the chat. I shouldn't have said it. They got to earn that 7. But let's get some 7s in the chat. Hopefully Tyrod Taylor hits David Sills for 80 yards. Come on, baby. Guys, we're 2 weeks out. We're 2 weeks out from New York Giants football. I don't know if you realized. Get your head out of your ass. 1st and 10. No score here. And David says, hey, Mr. Rogers, welcome to New York. Ready to go back to your old neighborhood in Green Bay yet? What's up, Christian Pena? Giants have it here from the 19. Taylor under center, offset eye. Oh, my God. Was that Corbin? I'm rooting for Corbin to make this team. That's not going to help him. He got destroyed in the backfield. Nowhere to go as it's a 4-yard loss. Jets get great interior pressure. Just a complete whiff on that block. My God. So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the 4-yard loss. 10:48 to go. Taylor coming out, shotgun formation from his own 15. 3 wide, takes the snap, drops back, throws it up on the right sideline to Hyatt. Batted up in the air. And that was a dangerous pass into double coverage. Was looking to hit Hyatt over the top, but that was batted away. It'll be 3rd and 14. 10:34 to go here in the first. Second time that they've attacked Sauce Gardner. That's an interesting, obviously Sauce might be the best, one of, if not the best corner in the league. So it's, I guess, at least good for a guy like Jalen Hyatt to get some experience going up against a guy like Sauce. 3rd and 14. Down to 12 seconds on the play clock. Taylor in the shotgun from his own 15-yard line, 3 wide. Takes the snap, play action. Under pressure, steps up, he's going to go down. Giants will have to punt. So the Giants' second-team offense still stinks. Giants will have to punt. So still struggling there offensively. We'll see what Aaron Rodgers is able to do on his second drive. Oh, my God. Was that Glowinski? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, 10:05 to go. Punts away by Gillen. That's a good punt. Oh, that's a good punt. All the way back to the 27 of the Jets, but he outkicked the coverage, and he steps out of bounds. He was out of bounds at about the 48. So about a 20-yard return, but a booming punt there by Mr. Gillen. 9:48 to go here in the first. Yeah, Glowinski's a starter. He's playing, though, today. Glowinski and Bredesen, but Bredesen's playing center. 9:48 to go here in the first. No score. Rodgers getting set for his second drive as a New York Jet. No, AT's certainly not doing that. Hater's going to hate Isaiah Simmons, but it's a win. Oh, the Isaiah Simmons trade, yeah, there's no risk there. It was a 7th-round pick. I'm watching on NFL Network. You're like 30 seconds ahead, Chris. Well, if you could pause your TV, I don't know if you can fly. Most TVs you can, though. Well, I don't know if you have a cable box or whatever, but that's what you could do to try to sync it up. Mark says Matt Barrett is awful. Yeah, Matt Barrett sucks. Matt Barrett sucks. I cannot believe, Mark, that there were people that when we drafted Andrew Thomas and Matt Barrett, I'm not talking about fans. I'm talking about like analysts, like coaches that said that they thought that Matt Barrett would be a better left tackle than Andrew Thomas. Oh, my God, did they miss on that evaluation. Allison, thank you for being a member. She says, is this the Jets' first team? Yes, it is. Why are they celebrating beating the second and third stringers? Well, Allison, you got to realize, and no disrespect to the Jets. I actually don't hate the Jets. No disrespect to the Jets. This is their Super Bowl. You know, this is like the Jets winning this for a Jet fan, winning the Snoopy Bowl is like the same feeling of euphoria that us as Giants fans got when we knocked off the 18-0 Patriots. So you got to realize that. So they're going to go out there. They're going to play their first team probably for at least the first half. And, you know, they're going to win. They're going to get to hoist the trophy, and they'll brag about it. This is their Super Bowl. It's kind of like when the Commanders were able to knock off the Baltimore Ravens and end their 24-game winning streak in the preseason. So that's a big deal to them. That's a huge deal for those franchises. They're not good franchises. What's going on? Barry Manning's popping in. Kevin Says this backup O-line against any of these Jets edge rushers is like my 2012 high school team facing D1 play. Pretty much. And Tiana says, hey, Chris, congrats. Glad to have football back. Mets will be back. Farmhands looking great. Tiana, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And thank you for the well wishes. And, listen, it's a tough year for the Mets. Tough year for the Mets. I'm excited that, like you said, a lot of the younger guys are getting called up. Mets are actually playing pretty well, even though the season's over there last week. They were starting to go on a little bit of a run, and then the Braves smacked it back down to reality. But, I think next year we'll bounce back because we'll spend money and we'll fill some of the holes. But just a tough year this year. Jets got it here at their own 48. Rodgers takes the snap, turns, gives off the right side, spins out of a tackle. That's a pickup of 5, maybe 6. That was Carter on the run, 9:38 to go. So the Jets still have the majority of their first-team offense still out there going up against the Giants' backups. As James says, who do you think has a better chance to make a run this year in the NFC, the Saints or the Lions? I would go with the Lions. I think the Saints have a chance just because they're going to win. They're probably going to win the South because the South is so bad. But I think the Lions are the better team. I think the Lions are the better team. So I think the Lions are one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the NFC. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Rodgers takes the snap. 3-step drop. Has tons of protection. What the hell was that? I'm going to tell you right now. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And I'm sure it's miscommunication. Whatever. If that was Daniel Jones, forget about it. The 30% of the fan base that likes to rag on this guy, any chance they get would be going bananas right now. They'd be having a wet dream. And ESPN will be talking about it all week. 9:03 to go. 3rd and 5 for the New York Jets. As Kilfall, I'll get to you in a second, my man. Rodgers coming out in the gun from the Giants 47. 3 wide. 2 to the left. He's got Carter in the backfield to his right. Rodgers takes the snap. Giants bring pressure. Throws it up on the sideline. Did he catch that? No, I was going to say that looked like it hit the ground. A great effort by Wilson, but I think they're going to hit the Giants with a defensive pass interference. 8:57 to go here in the first. A late flag on the play. It's on a Warrior, the former Detroit Lion. Come on. Ticky-tack. Yeah, he got his jersey. As Captain says, I'm really not comfortable having Tyrod Taylor as a backup anymore. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be comfortable pretty much with most backups. That's why they're backups. There's not a lot of good backups in the NFL. But he's not very good. No, there's a reason he's a backup. It's just wild to me that a lot of the fan base thought he should start over Jones last year. He's not even close. And I appreciate it. I hope you didn't donate that twice. Maybe it's a mistake by YouTube, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, there's a huge drop-off, of course. Rodgers, bootleg, throws, hits his man. He's got a man wide open to the 20, to the 15. Little stutter step. He gets pushed out of bounds at the 14. That'll be a first down for the Jets. 8:49 to go here in the first. Actually, they're going to mark him about a quarter of a yard short, like an inch short, as Darian Beavers was in on the tackle there for the Giants. Beavers, another guy that's kind of, fighting on the back end. I think he will get a roster spot, but he's kind of on the, on the bubble. 8:48 to go. We'll see if they gave him the first. I don't think they did. It looked like the mark was just slightly short, which would be a perfect opportunity for. Nope, they gave it to him. 1st and 10. Rodgers under center from the 14. I formation. 2 wide. Rodgers takes it. Looks left. Throws left. What a throw that was. Oh, what a throw that was to Wilson as he went right over Green. He was able to fade it in right over his head, and the Jets go in for 6. 8:23 to go here in the first. Extra point pending for the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers completes his first touchdown in a New York Jets uniform. Let's see. I'm just going to give the Jets the extra point. I'm going to try to jinx them. And another spammer in the chat with the link. Let's see. Was asked what he likes to do. He said rush. And snap. Hold. Kick is good. Jets lead 7-0. 8:23 to go here in the first. It's been a good drive there. Well, I don't even know if I want to call that a good drive, but they scored. They got a fortunate penalty call on Garrett Wilson. But a really good throw there for the touchdown. Can't take that away from him. About halfway through the first quarter, it's the Jets 7. It's the New York Giants nothing. No, Bad Dog's not going to be on tonight, Toasty. He's on vacation. Yeah, they're going to replay that TD all week is right, Thunder. Let's see. Big accomplishment. Rodgers against second string. Second, third. I don't even think that's our second string. I think that's almost our third string he's going up against. But you know what? Why don't they just put DeVito in the game? We know Taylor's the backup. I'd have more fun watching DeVito play. We'll see. This is a tease. Oh, yeah. Dude, Cold Red, I hate the third I mean, I don't hate it, but it's still football. It's still getting you excited for the year. But for me, once the third preseason game gets there, I'm just like, get this over with. I need to get to the regular season. The first preseason game, you always get a bit excited. And then the second preseason game, you get excited because it's really the first time, generally speaking, you're going to get to see the starters play. By the third preseason game, I'm just like, all right, put me on cruise control. Get me to week number 1. That's, and obviously you watch the game. You want to see how the guys that are competing for the back end of the roster do and everything else. And you hope the team stays healthy. But my mindset right now, week number 1, Dallas Cowboys. Taylor stinks. DeVito should be the second. Yeah, I mean, I think Taylor is the second string for now, but I wouldn't be shocked if at some point DeVito supplants him. But going into the year, I think it's Taylor. What's going on, unknown user? Thanks popping in. Did I miss the Eli commercial? I'm just glad they're on 4%. Yeah, Sherrod, that was torture, right? 8:23 to go here in the first. There's Rodgers on the sideline with the gray beard. We'll see if Taylor gets another drive here for the Giants. Figure he will. Maybe Mr. Rodgers is done for the night. He got his touchdown drive. We'll see if he goes out there for one more. Jet set to kick it away. And a little pooch here. I actually went a yard deep. I didn't think it was going to go that deep, but they'll take it out anyway as Eric Gray gets tackled down at about the 19-yard line. Giants will set up shop there. Gray continues to return the kicks. Yeah, no, Taylor's definitely not getting caught. He's fine for a backup. I just don't want him starting. Giants will break the huddle, and DeVito's actually going to get this drive. DeVito coming out in the shotgun formation. And DeVito takes the snap. He turns, hands up the middle. They get about 2 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 8. That was James Robinson, the veteran who's going to probably struggle to make this team. As MJ says, another illegal block injury, Kayvon and now McCain. McCain got hurt. It looked like he was dinged up. I don't think McCain was going to make this team anyway, but still, you don't like to see that. 2nd and 8. Here we go, under center, DeVito. Man in motion will take the snap play action. Good fake by DeVito. He faked the Jets out. With the bootleg rollout, he hits Cager, and Cager is pushed out of bounds. I think he's going to be about a half yard short. It'll depend on the spot. They still haven't moved the chain, so I think they're going to mark him just short. It'll be 3rd and about an inch. And what's up, Juice, man? Good to see you, buddy. He says, apple pie or brownies. Love Dable, but the Giants finishing last place in the East this year. Rodgers will crush it in New York. All right, well, first off, I'm going brownies. I love apple pie, too. I might have to have both after you ask me that. There's nothing like a good apple pie. But no, I think I go in the pie department. I'm going apple pie. There's a handoff to Robinson, and Robinson bounce off a tackle, get the first down up to the 27. In the pie department, I'm going, I think I go pumpkin pie 1. I go apple pie 2, cherry pie 3, blueberry pie 4. I love pie, if you can't tell. Big pie guy. As far as your other question, I mean, there's nothing like good brownie. Little brownie sundae. But the Giants are not finishing 4th in the division. I like you, Juice, but I need you to stop smoking crack. 6:50 to go here in the first. Jets lead 7-0. Pecan pie is good too, no doubt about it. There's a timeout. I love pecan pie too. I forgot about pecan pie. That's up there for me too. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're allergic to nuts. That sucks because pecan pie is good. Bob Wells likes chocolate cream pie. Apple and sweet potato pie. That sounds good. Do you think Isaiah Simmons is going to be good? I think that they're going to be able to maximize what Isaiah Simmons could do. Yeah, I think he'll be good. I don't think he's going to be this incredible player, but yeah, I think he's going to be a nice piece to this defense. Yes. They didn't give the Giants a first down on that play. They needed like a half an inch. So they're going to go for it on 4th and inches from their own 26. And DeVito gets it as they pick it up on the QB sneak. Up to the 29. So DeVito gets 2 or 3 on the QB sneak. 6:40 to go here in the first. Good job by the line on that one. To get a push. Ralph, man, thank you very much, man. He says, there was no pressure on Aaron Rodgers the whole drive. Gray is not a good return guy. Not enough speed or twitch. Well, I mean, it's our third-string defense. So I'm not flipping out about that. Come on. There's no Kayvon. There's no Aziz. There's no Leonard Williams. I mean, come on. You're going up against the Jets' first-team offense. So I ain't going to flip out about that. But, a little wildcat here by the Giants. And that's James Robinson on the direct snap, up the middle for 1 yard as he bounced off a tackle. He'll have it at the 30. But as far as the Eric Gray's been a little bit disappointing. I mean, we haven't even started the season yet, but he hasn't shown a whole lot yet in the preseason. I know a lot of people have talked about his inability thus far to be good at blocking, which is not very uncommon for a rookie running back. But yeah, he has not shown a lot of explosiveness. But it looks like he's going to get the crack as the kick and punt returner to start the year. Man in motion left to right. DeVito out of the gun. 3 wide. He'll take the snap, drops back, under pressure, sets up the screen. There's Gray as he breaks a tackle. Gray picks up about 16 or 17. Speak of the devil, Ralph. I need you to super chat more often. 5:21 to go here in the first. Eric Gray has his best play of the preseason. Picks up about 16 or 17 yards on the screen pass. Okay. Broke 2 tackles. BFW's out. That's not good. As Smart's on the sideline there for the Jets. Looks like he's a little bit banged up. And here's Cager in motion left to right. DeVito under center from the 44. Takes the snap. Play action. DeVito looks, cooks, throws. Nice throw by DeVito. All the way up to the 38 of the New York Jets. It's Cager who goes out of bounds as he holds it in. I like Cager. 4:46 to go. Giants will have it at the Jets' 38-yard line. DeVito dropped that one right in the bucket. Threw it over 2 defenders. It's a nice throw. Giants have it here at the 38. DeVito out of the gun. 4 wide. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws. Look. A little off. Little off. He was looking for Chris Myrick just out of the outstretched arms. He had him. And DeVito missed the throw just by a little bit. 4:25 to go here in the first. It'll be 2nd and 10. And John, what's going on, man? He says, do you remember the kind of pie The Rock liked? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, John. 4:25 to go. 2nd and 10 here for the Giants. Shotgun formation here for DeVito. Man in motion is Gray. Takes the snap. Good fake as he faked, and that's picked off. I don't think he was touched. And if he wasn't, they're going to go in for 6. Look at this. The Jets are going to take this back for 6. We'll see on the replay if he was touched. But if the play stands, it's going to be a pick 6 for the New York Jets as DeVito was looking for Cager. And the Jets go up 13-0, extra point pending. And Dable's pissed. All right, back to Tyrod. Let's take a look at the replay. I don't think he was touched. I think this is going to stand. Jets about to go up 14-0. I guess maybe they're reviewing this. I think they're going to review to see if he was touched. Oh, he is touched. This is going to come back. Sills got him on the foot. Sills got him on the foot on the way down. This is going to come back. I think he got him. I think his right hand got him on the foot. I'm pretty confident in that first angle I saw. I'm changing this back to 7-0. He just got his foot. Yeah, he definitely got it. They'll have it at the 34-35 of the Giants. Yeah, we don't need all these angles, guys. That last angle you just showed, that's all I need. That showed it. You don't got to keep showing me all these angles. This should already be overturned. That's the angle right there. Got his foot. Boom, he's down. Let's play football. I don't understand how some of these replays take this long. It's ridiculous. And Bob Wells, he says, I saw one of your streamers say he was 10 seconds behind you, and you said, then pause the T. Something I do is I pause your streams when you say he takes the snap. Then when he takes the snap, I unpause the stream, and I'm caught up. There you go. There you go. So Bob giving some tips out there to people that can't sync up the TV with the play-by-play. So there you go. And I think a lot of people this year are obviously going to have, obviously YouTube, NFL TV on YouTube. And I would assume you could pause it there as well, just like any traditional YouTube video. So if you want to try to follow along with the play-by-play as you play it on YouTube. To me, that looked like pretty concrete evidence. Maybe they won't overturn it. I don't know what they're saying on the broadcast. It looked like to me that he hit his foot with his hand. But the fact that they're taking this long, I got to think they're overturning this. The thing that they're probably looking at is the clock and where he's going to be spotted down. They call it a touchdown? I mean, it's preseason. I don't care. But if that was regular season, I'd be flipping out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Looked to me like he clearly touched him on the foot. But whatever. Play stands. 14-0 Jets. Snap. Hold. Kick is good. 14-0 Jets. Oh, so this was the explanation, Perry Mac? Explanation, he touched his foot, but the ball wasn't caught yet. Is that what they said? See, all right, maybe that is accurate. I was not watching the ball, if I'm being completely fair. I thought he had complete possession of the ball when the foot was touched. So is that what they said? They said that he hadn't gotten possession of the ball. The foot was touched first before he grasped full possession of the ball. All right, to be fair, I'd have to go back and watch that. That's why I don't do instant replay. I'm looking at the foot because I thought the way that I saw the play in real time, I'm like the guy picked it off right away. So maybe there was some kind of bobble. Maybe he didn't possess the ball. So maybe that was it. But regardless, it's preseason. I'm not going to flip out. And Cruzon says, "Can we finally give up on this on this garbage wide receiver?" Oh, Sills? Yeah, Sills is garbage. So I don't know. The whole Sills Army thing makes me laugh. I don't understand why people, backed him as much as they did. I had fun with it because everybody seemed to be rooting for the guy to make the team, but no, he's not good. He should not make this team. Should not have made the team. Well, last year I guess he should have because our receiving corps was that bad. Looked like to me he had the ball. It's preseason. I'm not going to go nuts. If it was regular season, I'd be rewinding it and watching it back and probably fuming. Giants will start with it at the 25, down 14-0, 4:11 to go here in the first. They did. They called themselves Sills Army, the guys that were rooting for David Sills to make the team. Giants are going to start with it at their own 25 after the ball goes out of the end zone. Giants huddled up. Why are they holding pictures of people on the side? I mean, that's usually something you see a lot in college. For them to call out the plays. There's a handoff up the middle. That's a pickup of 3. So who knows? Maybe the intercom's not working. I don't know. But yeah, that's something you see a lot in college. 4 minutes to go here in the first. A handoff up the middle for about 3. That was Gray. 2nd and 7. DeVito comes to the line. 3:45 to go. Gray in the backfield. DeVito. Under center. He's going to motion Cager. Trips to the left. Takes the snap. Jets get good interior pressure, but Gray does a good job sidestepping it. And he was able to get 4 on the play. That was actually a pretty good run by Gray. So to bring up 3rd and 3, 3:28 to go here in the first. Position battles. They're showing Bryce Ford. How is David Sills even listed in a position battle? David Sills ain't making this team. He ain't making this. He better not make this team. They got Cordell Flott and Darnay Holmes and Timon Fox and O'Shane Zimenez. 3rd and 3. Mickens in motion. DeVito out of the gun. Jets come with 5. DeVito under pressure. He's going to go down. Jets get home. Giants will have to punt. 2:57 to go. This could get ugly fast. We're still not out of the first quarter. Jets lead 14-0. Yeah, Matt Parrott stinks, David. I mean, if I'm picking Timon Fox or Zimenez, I'm taking Fox. Cordell Flott or Darnay Holmes, I'm taking Flott. And if it's Bryce Ford Wheaton over Sills, I'm taking Bryce Ford Wheaton. Pretty simple. 4th and 7. Here's the punt by Gillen. Jets will call for the fair catch at the 30, and they'll set up shop there. 2:20 to go here in the first. We'll see if Rodgers gets another series. He won't. Zach Wilson into the game for the New York Jets. See how Zach rebounds when he gets another opportunity. If he gets another opportunity in a few years when Rodgers retires. Obviously, he struggled mightily with the Jets in his first 2 years. The former number 2 overall pick out of Brigham Young. He's been too busy banging his mom's friends. No Bad Dog tonight. Bad Dog's on vacation. Will you be? Yeah, I do these for every regular season game, Robo Jokes. 2:20 to go. Wilson under center. He's going to turn. He's going to give. Carter tries to bounce it to the outside. Good job there by the Giants to seek it out as they push him out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. 2:14 to go. Secret agent says Wheaton is out with a knee injury. That's not good. That talk about horrible timing. I don't know the severity of it. I'm sure we'll hear about it after the fact. But yeah, he cannot afford to have an injury because he's firmly on the bubble for this roster. 2nd and 9 for the Jets. Zach Wilson out of the gun from his own 31. Takes the snap. Giants come with a delayed blitz. Throws, hits his tight end. Nice stiff arm there as he lowers the boom. That was Jeremy Ruckert. That's the dude out of Ohio State, right? I liked him coming out of college. He picks up a first down for the Jets. That's a pickup of 12. 1:42 to go here in the first. Jets got some decent tight ends. Conklin, Ruckert. And there's a handoff to Carter. Nowhere to go there. Good job, man. That was Coughlin. Coughlin's actually had a couple of good games the last couple of weeks. He's helping his cause to make this team. Carter Coughlin with a tackle for a loss for about 4 yards in the backfield. Bring up 2nd and 14. Somebody wants to make this team. He actually came off the edge on that play, Coughlin. So 47 seconds to go. Jets will come to the line. It's Wilson now out of the shotgun from his own 39. Giants send 4. They send a corner blitz. Wilson, he had a man. He threw it behind him. Incomplete. He had a man about 12 yards down the field, and he just threw it behind him. Was looking for Gibson. Can we just forfeit this game? Here's Zach Wilson from the 39. Drops back. They set up a screen. Got a couple of lead blockers here, and they're going to be short of the sticks. They get about 7, and the Giants will get them off the field. They'll have to punt. And we'll get to see DeVito for another drive as we start the second quarter. Jets lead 14-0. Yeah, Wilson's not very good. He's been ultra disappointing for the Jets. What's going on, Richard Judge, man? Thanks for popping in. Space Ghost says, I know 3 Jets fans. Each of them texted me saying the Giants suck. Comical, by the way. Need to up. I just did. Yeah, I thought I did update the score, Space Ghost. But if not, I will. But, yeah. The Jets fans are going to talk their smack right now. We're used to it. The last time Jets fans and the Jets started beating their chest, what happened? I'm back. Don't leave. Every once in a while, I'll press the wrong button. But what I was saying is, the last time the Jets started beating their chest and talking smack, what happened? New York Giants ended up winning the Super Bowl. So I'm not too concerned about Jets fans talking smack. Let them talk their smack. But thank you, man. I appreciate it, buddy. And Janum says we need that O-line depth. Joe needs to make magic. Well, next year I think he's got to continue to hit home with the draft picks and on the O-line, guard, center, everything else. Bob says, Tane, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. 1,399 here for a preseason game says a lot about. I appreciate it, Bob. Yeah, I mean, especially week 3 for me because the starters don't play. So I can't say thank you enough for you guys, everybody that hangs out. We're getting ready for the regular season. I'll be live a lot leading up until the regular season. Yeah, probably going to go live at least 4 or 5 days that week. So I'm going to be doing a weekly series where I get a YouTuber from another team on. Going to do that once a week, maybe an hour preview type show format. I'm going to be doing, obviously, the show with Bad Dog. I'm going to be, rather than the night before streams I've done in the past, I'm actually going to have an organized show that I'm really looking forward to doing with JD Sports Talk. That's the plan right now, who, of course, works with Knicks Fan TV. So that's the plan. I'm going to have him on the channel once a week this year. So really looking forward to doing that. So, yeah. And obviously, we'll be going live for the post games and everything else. So really looking forward to talking Giants with you guys this year. There's going to be a lot to talk about. There's going to be a lot of fun. V-Man says, I wish I could go to a game, but I might not be able to since I have to save money to visit the Isle del Canto and deposit some of my abuela ashes by her parents' grave. It will be nice to enjoy the sun. Well, enjoy that, man. Hey, it's going to be fun if you're a Jet fan this year for sure to get to go to some games. You guys, for the first time in a long time, actually have some expectations, and I wish you nothing but luck, except when you play us. Let's see. Here goes the Jets and Cowboys fans. Yeah. Yeah, JD's great. I'm looking forward to having him on. JD's a great guy. So we're gonna do the Giants thing together this year. At least that's the plan. Jets set to punt it away, 4th and 7 from their own 47. And Giants will field this from the 13, and they'll go out of bounds at about the 18. That was Crowder, actually, who fielded that punt. Gray's been doing it in the past, so they give Crowder a little burn there. And Ralph says, we need to pick an offensive lineman. Let go by another team. There will be some better choices than the ones. I agree with that. I think we'll pick up another lineman. We'll probably pick up a lineman, maybe another edge. We'll see. But I think they're going to add 2, maybe 3 players when we get down to cut down day around the league. I think we'll add a couple players. Last year, the biggest impact player we added was Pinnock from the Jets. We'll see what we do this year. DeVito coming out. He'll take the snap, play action, bootleg, looks, throws, and dropped. He was going to get rocked, so he's probably lucky he dropped that. 14:46 to go. It'll be 2nd and 10 as the Giants offense continues to look anemic tonight. As there's Isaiah Simmons. He's getting a break. I'm excited to see Simmons, dude. I'm excited to see Simmons. We got a little taste of Simmons tonight. I'm excited to see him in the regular season. And let's see. Bob Wells says, heard about your Bleacher Report gig. Congrats. Are you still going to go live? Of course. And it's not, I don't think it's a permanent thing. I don't think it's, at least as of now, I don't know if things will change. There's DeVito. He throws. That's broken up over the middle. So, yeah. So the plan is week 1. I'm going to go live directly after the game on Bleacher Report, but it's only a half hour. I think it's a half hour. He said it might extend to 40 minutes where I just do like a breakdown of the game. And then I'm probably going to go live directly after that on my channel. So, yeah, no, I'm definitely still, trust me, we'll have plenty of content on the channel, man. No Mets, no Jets says, Lemieux looks solid. I'm rooting for him. Yeah, we'll see. I think he's another guy that's kind of fighting for a back end of the roster. I don't think he's going to make the team, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. DeVito takes the snap, drops back. He's got time, throws, and that's caught. David Sills. Sills Army coming out of the woodwork. First down. And just like that, David Sills is the front runner to make the roster. Kevin Paul says, any word on when Tyree Phillips will be healthy? No, I've not heard anything on that. I've not heard anything in regards to Tyree Phillips, which is not good because he's a guy that can play multiple positions. He's a valuable depth guy on the offensive line, and he actually played okay last year when he had to. But, yeah, not good. Shotgun formation. He's going to give to Corbin. Corbin tries to run through a tackle. He's brought down. He got about 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. 53 announced is on Tuesday. 3 days. 2nd and 8 for DeVito. He'll take the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give Corbin up the middle. He got about 5, maybe 6. Good run there to bring up 3rd and short for the Giants. Have we picked up a first down yet? I feel like we haven't. I think the Giants are trying to get their first down of the game. Third and 2 for the Giants as they break the huddle. 13:05 to go in the second quarter. Did we got 1? Maybe 2? Doesn't feel. Oh, yeah, we just got the Sills first down. What am I saying? 3rd and 2. They're going to hand on an end around. Lead blocker out in the flat. Oh, my God. What the? David Sills continues to light up the stat sheet. He gets credited with a tackle as he tackles his own player. Sills falls to the ground. As he's trying to get up, he comes up with the tackle. So now Sills has a catch. He's got a tackle. He might make this team. He's showing those special team versatility. Even though he tackled Pimpleton, he tackled the wrong guy. 12:23 to go here in the second. And Toasty says DeVito is going to send them off after Parrott. Yeah, he just might. 1st and 10 for the Giants. And I think we got a timeout. Giants talking it over. Commercial break. With the Brian Dable commercial. Look at Dable getting his own commercials now with the he's getting his own Ford commercials now. That's how you know you made it. Feel like I'm watching Joe Smudge again. Story of the year, 14-0, 1040 mod. We tackle our own guy. Yeah. Let's see. Sills is a two-way player. Yeah, you can stick him on offense, defense. He could do it all. No way in hell Sills is making the team. I admire his hustle. No, he's not making it. I'm kidding. He's not making the team. What's going on there, Hirschman? Thanks for popping in. And no Mets, no Jets. He says, BR is smart. You have a following. Congrats. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all you guys that support the channel, man. Thank you for being here, buddy. No fooling. This ain't the old Giants. Good to see you, buddy. Nathan says, Chris, I keep on asking, what is up with the new studio that you said at the end of the season? Oh, yeah. I haven't gotten around to it. I started a new job, but yes, I will eventually get rid of the green screen. That's the plan. I think that's what you're referencing. Yes, I will be doing that soon. World's heaviest jam band says, Chris, are you worried if we don't roster Sills, another team is gonna take him? Can we get a set? Yeah, I think we get a first rounder for Sills, to be honest with you. Maybe two. Mark says, I forgot about Lemieux. Did he have a good camp? No. I don't think Lemieux. I've never thought Lemieux was very good. I think if I had to guess, let me think about the line. I think obviously the interior offensive lineman, JMS, Glowinski, Bredesen, Azudu. I have to think McKeithen's above him because they just drafted the guy last year. So that's 5 right there. Tyree Phillips has guard tackle versatility. I don't think he's making the team. Maybe he does. But he's not very good. 12-11 to go. I know McKeithen hasn't played. He's been hurt. DeVito under center. Play action. Drops back. Throws. Sills again with an David Sills every year has a great game. I think to close out preseason. What a catch by David Sills all the way down to the 29-yard line. 11:55 to go. DeVito actually sailed that throw, and that was actually a really good catch by Sills. He went up and got it to the 29. DeVito takes the snap out of the gun, steps up, buys time, throws, hits Corbin, and Corbin's going to get wrestled down at the 22. It'll be 2nd and 3, 11:37 to go here in the second. And the Giants will huddle up here as they are approaching the red zone. DeVito comes to the line. 2nd and 3 at the 22. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. DeVito rolls out, gets rid of it. Nowhere to go. Good coverage by the Jets. He was looking for Crowder. 3rd and 3. 10:55 to go here in the second quarter. Wyatt Davis into the game. He's been horrible. So injuries tonight. Wow. Giants already got a plethora of injuries. Myrick with a hand injury, Bobby McCain with a concussion, Zion Gilbert with a hamstring, and Bryce Ford Wheaton with a knee injury. So that's why you don't play your starters in the last preseason game. 3rd and 3. DeVito out of the gun from the 22. Takes the snap, drops back. Good blitz pick up there by Corbin, and he hits Sills again. DeVito to Sills. Wow. This might be the best quarterback wide receiver duo in the league. Giants will have it here at the 16, looking like Tyreek Hill and Pat Mahomes. We'll break the huddle. We need 7s in the chat. DeVito out of the gun. He's got Corbin to his left. Trips to the right. Little orbit motion here. Takes the snap. Gives. Corbin with a nice cutback. Got 3. Up to the 13. We got some 7s in the chat. Always like to see the 7s. And we got an injury on another injury. My God. The 5th injury of the game already for the Giants. Who is it? It's a lineman. I just don't know who it is yet. I think it's Wyatt Davis. So now Wyatt Davis is hurt for the Giants. And we get a Bob's Furniture commercial. Yeah, the legend of MetLife Turf. Yeah. Let's see. All our backup linemen suck, so it doesn't matter. They're not very good. Well, even the better backups aren't playing right now. Oh, Zudu might be playing. I don't know if he still is. But yeah, our backup linemen are not good. Let's see. The last time the Jets won a Super Bowl, the average cost of a house was $15,000. The last time the Jets won a Super Bowl, I was negative 16 years old. It's a long time. Let's see. Yeah, cut down's getting easier, Bill. Yeah, for sure. What's the story with the big picture? You know what it might be? I wonder if they asked Davis at the end of the game. Or maybe he's already said this and I haven't heard it. They might be simulating. You remember a couple of years, this is smart if this is what they're doing. You remember a couple of years ago when we had Joe Judge, they complained about the walkie-talkies or the headphone or whatever that they couldn't get through. They might be simulating the game as if that's not working, and they're using that as a backup plan to be able to get the plays into the quarterback. Maybe that's what they're doing. It's not a bad idea if that's what they're doing. Let's see what we got. Sherrod says, imagine being a fan of a team you've never seen win a Super Bowl. You could have been. Exactly. I say the same thing. I'm a Met fan, though, and I get the same burden. Chris, do you think we could get a serviceable lineman before the first game? Not a starter. I think we could add better depth to this line, yes. Oh, wow. They got a card out there. He's all right. I mean, obviously he's injured bad, but he's okay. They're patting Wyatt Davis on the helmet. So not good news for him. We'll have to cart him off, and we'll get back to football. Oh, he rolled his ankle. Oh, not good. And Mark, man, thank you very much, man. The problem with the waiver wire is we are 26. Yeah, last year we were fifth, I think it was. So, yeah, we had the benefit last year of being bad the prior year. So, yeah, we picked much higher in the waiver order. So, yeah, you're not going to – yes. But I still think we'll be able to add some players. But, yeah, we're not going to have our pick of the litter like we did last year. DeVito coming out in the shotgun, 5 wide, empty backfield, 2nd and 7. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back. Pump fake, steps up, buys time. He's going to get hit from behind. He'll get a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 12. 9:36 to go here in the second. And Kevin Paul says, any more O-line injuries, call up New England for this. Yeah, maybe we'll get Zeke to be our center. My God, he's gotten large, hasn't he? 9:17 to go here in the second. Shotgun formation here from the 12. Man in motion. Crowder, right to left. 3rd and 6 from the 12. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Throws. Hits his man. And Jamison Crowder, he's going to be short. Tackled down at the 1-yard line. He was going for the stick. And the Giants are going to have to punch this in from the 1. 8:56 to go here in the second quarter as the Giants trying to win the Snoopy Bowl. Jamison Crowder, their former Jet. And Toasty says they should do 2 preseason games, 18 regular season games. And fun. Well, I think that's what they wanted to do. I think they wanted to. Well, I know they wanted to do 18 regular season games. I don't know if they were going to cut down to 2 preseason games. Under center, turns, gives to Corbin, and the Jets, they're playing the Jets. The Giants go in for 6. 14-6 extra point pending. I need everybody in the chat to do me a favor. Stand up, New York Giant fans. That's my preseason stand up. Not as much emotion, not as much energy. You got to save it for the preseason. That's my third team stand up. 8:27 to go, 14-6 extra point pending. And what else did he say? They should do 2 preseason games. The Jets won the Super Bowl in January of 1969. We landed on the moon in July 20th of 19. Yeah, it's insane. Mets and the Jets both won that year in 1969. Snap, hold, kick is good. I got a trivia. Toasty's always throwing trivia questions out to me. Let me see if I'm going to think off the top of my head and see if I'm right. I think I am. Name me the only, well, maybe somebody in the chat might make me look foolish. This is just off the top of my head. I don't know this, but I think I'm right. Name me the only 2 years since at least the Super Bowl era, we'll say, where 2 New York teams have won a championship in the same season. And tell me those teams. Since the Super Bowl era, New York, not specifically football, New York teams. Name me the 2 years that occurred and name me the teams that did it. But Toasty, thanks for popping in the stream. What's going on there? 82Me, what's going on there? Amazing guy. The Beatles yes, they did. The Beatles actually first performance in America was at Shea Stadium where the Mets played. I don't think the Yankees and Rangers did it. 94, the Rangers won. Yankees won in 96. Raphael got it. You got 86. You've got the 86, you had the Giants and Mets. 69, you had the Jets and the Mets. So when the Mets win, somebody else in New York usually does well because the Mets have only won twice, 69 and 86. In 69, the Jets won. And then obviously in 86, the New York Giants won. Let's see what we got. Well, Giants didn't win, though. And the Knicks didn't win. They got there. I think 99 was the Knicks, wasn't it? But they got there, but they didn't win. So I think it's only happened twice where in the same year, 2 different teams in the 4 major sports, at least in the Super Bowl era, have won championships in the same year. Let's see. Stand up. What's going on, Art, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. Yeah, rest in peace to Bob Barker's right. Grew up watching him as a kid. Horrible news today. The NFL script commercial, I think I saw an old NFL script commercial. If there's a new one, no, I have not. You were 5 when the Mets won. That's awesome. Yeah. Yanks won, but the Knicks got there. I mean, there's been multiple years where teams have gotten there. 94, you had the Rangers and the Knicks. 99, like you just said, the Yankees and the Knicks. So that's happened. But winning, I think it's only happened twice. Giants set to kick it away. And the Jets will let this go over their heads. They'll start with it at the 25. Let me change the score. 14-7. And MY Jets 360 says, Jets, better. Better at what? Better at what, my man? What are the Jets better at? They're not better at football. What are they better at? Don't tell me football. 8:27 to go here in the second. Jets will break the huddle. Here's Wilson under center from the 25. He'll change the play at the line of scrimmage. Giants crowd the line. He'll take the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give. I'm telling you right now, Carter Coughlin wants to make this team. Coughlin with another big hit in the backfield. His second tackle for a loss in the last 2 drives. Mr. Coughlin, put him on the roster. Somebody wants to make this squad. 8:10 to go here in the second. Nice tackle there by Mr. Carter Coughlin. And Toasty says, trivia, who is the only quarterback to win 2 Super Bowls and not make the Hall of Fame? And who is the only player to win a championship with the Giants and the Cowgirls? I'm going to have to think about that. I think I know the answer. It's the Raiders quarterback, Stabler, I think it is, right? I think it's Stabler. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Wilson out of the gun, takes the snap, looks right, throws right, hits his man, and tackled down there by Awarike. So it'll be 3rd and 9. I think it's Stabler. And then what was the second part of the question? Who's the only player to win a championship with the Giants and the Cowgirls? That's tough. I would guess it's probably from one of the last 2 because that was after free agency. So odds are, but it could be, it could be any of the others as well. Well, no, it's not going to be one of the last 2 because the Cowboys haven't won since 95. So it had to be either the 86 or 90 Super Bowl. Wilson takes the snap, and that's incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9. So, a player that played for either the 86 or 90, probably the 90 Giants, and also played for the Cowboys that won one of those 3 Super Bowls. Who is it? Who is it? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get this one. Punts away. Giants call for the fair catch. It'll be at the 24. That was Eric Gray. 6:52 to go. Everson Walls. I would have never gotten that. Wow. Good trip. I'll tell you what, Toasty has some good trivia questions. Those are tough. He has some tough trivia questions. Oh, it was Jim Plunkett. Okay. Ask me another one. These are fun. I like doing these trivia questions during the preseason game. 6:52 to go. 1st and 10 here for the Giants. DeVito coming out in the gun from his own 25. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Crowder. The whole entire line with a false start. All 5 of them. I'll read that in a second, NC. DeVito out of the gun, takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to hand. Nice cutback run by Robinson. Makes another man miss. Robinson still going. 40, 45, down out of bounds at the 48 as he gets it right around midfield. So Giants looking to go in and potentially score and tie this game up. 6:43 to go here in the second. Who was the last Giant to score 2 touchdowns the day after their birthday? This is a very specific question. And then traded the next day to a division rival after finding out he got fined for a celebration. I'm sure it's probably something I can remember, but there's no way I'm going to remember that. I have no idea. Here we go. There's a handoff up the middle. And Robinson pushed out of bounds for a gain of about 4. Toasty. All right, let's see what Toasty's got. Oh, it's Plunkett. Okay. Plunkett and Elvis Patterson. Oh, okay. Walls never won there in Dallas. And now, who's the only active player left from the Giants' last Super Bowl team? You're going back 15 years. Oh, no, not 15 years. 12 years. 11 years. All right, let me think. Low snap. DeVito with the play action. Makes a man miss there on the QB run. That's going to be a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 4 at the 46. Well, none of the big guys, the big names are still playing. It's probably like a special. Is Diassi still playing? I don't think Diassi. He's retired. I don't think Diassi's still playing. But that would have been my first guess, too. I saw somebody in the chat say Diassi. I thought he retired. Shotgun formation. Man in motion left to right. He'll take the snap, drops back, throws. That's caught over the middle all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the Giants have it in enemy territory at the New York Jets 40. JPP. Is JPP on a roster right now? But yeah, I know he's looking to come back and play, but is he on a roster right now? Maybe he hasn't officially retired. But yeah, JPP is probably the answer. 4:30 to go. DeVito play action. Drops back, rolls out to the right, little pump fake, and he'll just get rid of it 2nd and 10. JPP, there you go. Yeah, Prince Amukamara just retired, so yeah, technically he would have been the answer, one of the answers too. $4:20 to go, as Bad Dog says. Smoke him if you got him. DeVito, 9 for 14 today, 102 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. And he hands it off up the middle to Robinson. He'll get a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the 39. Steve and Zach Diassi share something in common. Did you know that Zach and Steve were both the snappers on special teams to beat the 49ers in the – I did not know that. That's a good little tidbit. I did not know that. Giants will break the huddle, 3rd and 9. From the 39 of the Jets, shotgun. DeVito takes it, throws. David Sills, who is this guy? Same thing happens every year, 3rd preseason game. David Sills goes up in traffic, and he pulls down a fade pass for 20 yards. This would be the funniest thing ever if David Sills makes this team again. All the way down to the 19. What a catch by David Sills. Are you kidding me? This guy becomes Superman. 3:18 to go. And Mark says DeVito is so much more competent than it's not even close. I don't even want to talk about Fromm. And Toasty says JPP Linval Joseph just retired last year. Okay, so Linval Joseph was the other one that was close. Okay. That's a good one. David Sills, there's a coach's challenge here. Let's see the replay. I don't know. Didn't look like on first glance that hit the ground. I don't think it did. No, I don't think it did. He was able to support it up with his body. Look at the concentration by Sills. What a catch, man. My God. Who is my least favorite Giant of all time? Oh, man. I don't know. Eric Flowers, DeAndre Baker, Eli Apple. That's just off the top of my head. There's a lot of others. Yeah, Galladay. It didn't look like it. Maybe it did. Maybe. Are you kidding me? I could at least see that maybe it's debatable that could have hit the ground, but you can't overturn that. There was no conclusive evidence. I'm so happy this is a preseason game because if this was a regular season game, I might have an ulcer. That is the second call. That's a catch. I think the referees bet the Jets tonight. Gano lining up for a field goal. It's going to be a 57-yarder. 57. Snap, hold, kick. Graham Gano is the most underappreciated player on this football team. I'm going to say it right now. The most underappreciated player on this football team is Graham Gano. He makes 57-yard field goals look like they're extra points. He's ridiculous. Unbelievable. And Alex, thank you very much. He says, crazy to think the backups playing right now is basically what we had to deal with in 2020. Yeah, pretty much. These referees have been awful. The Jets get the worst calls in history. Trust me, the refs don't like us. I'm sure they don't, but they don't seem to like the Giants tonight. And David says the only thing I miss about the Joe Judge Giants is that Mike Glennon, because Entertainer finally got up his ass and picked up his cousin after Glennon phoned home. I guess everyone gets homesick from time to time. Glennon, you know what I miss from Mike Glennon? I miss Mike Glennon's neck. I miss his neck. Kicks away. And that ball's going to go out of the end zone. The Jets will start with it at the 25. He has the longest neck. He literally looks like a giraffe. So I miss that about Mike Glennon, but that's about it. Dable is pissed. Good. Jai says, pause. Pause. Stop talking about necks. Jets will start with it at the 25. He had a nice neck. I don't know what to tell you. And there's a run up the middle. There you go. Here's Glennon. You remember him right here with the giraffe? There's Glennon. 2nd and 3. Wilson hands up the middle. That's a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 34. There's Glennon. Let's see. You couldn't pay me to. You couldn't pay me to. What's up, His Kingdom Man? Thanks for popping in the stream, buddy. 3rd and 1 for the Jets. 2:36 to go here in the second. Jets will come to the line. I formation from the 34. Giants crowd the line. Takes the snap. Turns. Play action. Wilson has time. Heaves it up. Deep. And broke it up. That was a nice play. Who made that play? Evans. Good play. Little pass break up there. Jets will have to punt. Surprised they didn't throw a flag. That's a really good play. Really nice play by Evans. What's up, Rel, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Jets set to punt it away. 4th and 1, 2:13 to go here in the second. Giants trail by 4. They're about to get the ball. Punts away. Giants will call for the fair catch at the 23. That was Gray, and they'll set up shop there. And Toasty says, who's the first Giants player born in the 2000s? Well, that's probably going to be right around the 2000 and what am I saying? The 2000. No, born in the 2000s would mean it would be probably what? Like the 2000, it'd probably last year's draft, wouldn't it? Probably last year's draft or the year before, maybe. The year before, probably. 2021. Who was the youngest player we drafted in 2020 or the oldest, perhaps? I got to think. As DeVito drops back, throws, and Sills draws a pass interference. That'll be a first down for the Giants. I know Flott was only 20 when we drafted him last year, but he was the youngest player in the NFL. But I don't think he's the answer because I would think it goes back to the 2021 draft. So it's somebody from that draft class, I would think. Maybe the 2020 draft. 2021 draft, we took. Oh, God, don't tell me it's Kadarius Toney. Don't tell me it's Kadarius Toney. Andrew Thomas is from the 20 draft, isn't he? Thomas is from the 20 draft. Was he born in 2000? Aziz was born in the 2000s. Okay. Aziz Ojolari. Okay. There you go. Aziz born in June 2000. He was picked in 21. Yeah, he was the pick after Kadarius Toney. Yep. So I got the draft right, but I didn't get the player right. Okay. And HHC says Barry McConker has us going 5-12. Thoughts? Barry McConker's an Eagles fan, isn't he? My thoughts? He's an idiot. That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on Barry McConker. 5-12. Give me a break. Let's see. Mike Lennon's neck is as long as. Good. I'm not going to bring that into the chat at JD because I ain't bringing political talk here, but that was a good joke. He's like a famous Twitter guy, isn't he, Barry McConker? He's like a famous Twitter guy. My mom don't believe you said hi to me. Hi, Mom. Oh, here we go. See if the Giants can put 6 on the board here. Yeah, I'm not going to say it the way that I'm supposed to say it, though. I know I get the joke. Barry, my inner. I get it. I say McConker. Let's get back to it. Mets and Yankees combined $700 million payroll. Can somebody score a run, please? Nope. We stink. Giants huddled up. First and 10 for the Giants from their own 38. DeVito out of the gun. He's got Gray to his right, 4 wide. Takes the snap. Throws. He hits Gray out in the flat. Gray makes 2 men miss. Gray's looked better tonight. He got about 9 there on the swing pass. Giants have used him a bit more in the passing game. Minute 52 to go. He's had over 20 yards receiving on a couple of catches. So good to see Gray getting involved a bit in the passing game. That was a nice move. I like that. All right, Gray. And Matty T says, need to go white face mask. The pants are white. Oh, you talking about the Giants? Yeah, because they got great face masks. There's the handoff to Gray, and he got 2. He picks up the first down. What's your guys' thoughts on when we're talking about how the colors don't match? What's your guys' thoughts on the throwback uniforms with the navy blue colored helmets in comparison to the, I guess it's a royal blue uniform? DeVito drops back, steps up, he throws, he checks it down to Gray, and Gray continues to accrue some yardage through the air. He gets 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 as they get into Jets territory. By the way, I like it. I don't care that the color mismatches with the throwback uniforms. I like the old school Giants helmets. DeVito out of the gun. Little pump fake. He's going to take off. He's going to run with it to the 40. Slides down at the 38. Clock still ticking. Giants only have 1 timeout. The color rush uniforms are the best. 1st and 10. A lot of people don't like the helmet mismatch, though. I've seen that. That's a take that people have. DeVito out of the gun, takes the snap, steps up, buys time. He's going to run again. DeVito looking like Vic down to the 30 as he slides forward ahead, and he'll use the last timeout. So he does get the Giants in the field goal range. The Italian Stallion. DeVito's my, let's see. I wish the white, this needs to be the last year of these horrid uniforms. You don't like these ones, the blues. Well, this is the old Eli Reebok jersey, but yeah, I mean, I don't hate them. I like them. They're whatever, but yeah, there's nothing that pops out about it. You want to change. I get it. People have been calling for that change for years. To be honest with you, I think I would just want it to change to the color rush jersey. I think that's our best jersey, not the color rush, rather the throwback jersey. I think that, and I do like the color rush jersey, but I don't think it should be a permanent jersey. I think our throwback, our retro jersey, maybe make some modern changes to it, but I think that should be the jersey we go with. Shotgun formation here for DeVito from the 30. Takes the snap, throws. That's caught by Sills. Sills will get 4. He'll pick up the first down. No timeouts here for the Giants, so they're going to have to spike it. We're down to 27 seconds. Clock still ticking. We're down to 24. And they'll spike it. 22 seconds to go. Tommy DeVito, he's a good fella. Yeah, you don't want to mess with Tommy DeVito. If the Giants end up cutting Tommy DeVito, Brian Dable may find himself in a bad place. You don't want to cut Tommy DeVito. He knows people who know people. Let's see. Change the helmet sticker. That's all. You talking about for the throwbacks or the new ones? I actually like the Giants across the helmet. I like the Giants across the helmet. What's funny is, though, when they first changed it, I liked the NY across the helmet. So maybe I just want to change. There's the throw. He hits Corbin. Corbin gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at the 22. It'll bring up a 3rd and about 7. But if you're the Giants here with no timeouts, I guess you could take one shot at the end zone, but you can't take a sack. Otherwise, you won't be able to get 3. So you gotta be smart here if you're DeVito. You look for the end zone or somebody maybe on the sideline. But if it's not there quick, just get rid of it and then kick the field goal. Giants will break the huddle. DeVito out of the gun. It'll be an empty backfield. They got Sills lined up wide left. They're going to throw it to Sills. DeVito takes the snap, drops back. He throws it to Sills. Corner of the end zone. He caught. Oh, he dropped it. He had Sills in the corner. I saw the one-on-one. I knew it. I'm like, he's throwing to Sills. And it'll be 4th and 6. Giants are going to have to attempt the field goal. They had the matchup they wanted. It was actually a good throw by DeVito, and he just couldn't hold it in. And Toasty, thank you very much. 3 Giants quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame are 3 Giants quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame. Who are they? Eli doesn't count. He will be in there, by the way. Kurt Warner, Y.A. Tittle, snap, hold, kick, good. It's got to be an old timer that I'm not remembering off the top of my head because there's no other Hall of Fame quarterbacks, to my recollection, that have played for the Giants. It's gonna be an old timer, and I'm not the greatest with the old time trivia, but I know Tittle, I know Warner. Sims didn't make the Hall of Fame. He should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, but he didn't make the Hall of Fame. 14-13. Tarkenton. Okay, Tarkenton. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Should have said him. 5 seconds to go here in the second. Giants set to kick it away. And that'll go over their heads. Jets will start with it at the 25. There you go. Tarkenton, Warner, and Tittle. The only soon to be Eli, but the only Hall of Fame quarterbacks that have played in a New York Giants uniform. I'm telling you, Sims should be in the Hall of Fame. If Sims never gets hurt and they win that second Super Bowl, I think he is in the Hall of Fame. As they'll take the knee, we'll go into halftime. The Jets lead 14-13. But obviously, Hostetler had a lot to do with that second Super Bowl. Big Daddy, he says, never liked the white-faced guards. Any uni is good. Yeah. Oh, you like the gray one? You like the one that they currently have? At the end of the day, Big Daddy, I don't really care. I mean, whatever. I'm completely for change if it looks cool, whatever, but I'm not a big uniform guy. As long as the team's winning, you can wear a trash bag for all I care if you're winning. It really doesn't bother me, but I get it. A lot of fans want to change. Maddie, thank you very much, man. Always remember Glennon couldn't hit the G spot on. Glennon was so bad. From the crazy thing is, Fromm was even worse. But Glennon was so bad. That was the worst quarterback play I've ever seen. I think that's when I started to really appreciate Daniel Jones. When you saw those two guys have to come in and play for this New York Giants football team. Haas had the mobility in an era where most quarterbacks were. Yes, he did. I'm trying to think of a good trivia question. I mean, I don't have a ton of football trivia. I'm trying to think of a good one. Who's the last? So this is a pretty easy one. I just thought of it off the top of my head. It's not New York Giants specific. Who's the last player to win 3 consecutive MVP awards in the NFL? Who's the last player to win 3 consecutive MVP awards? NY Giants 26 says, DeVito better than Taylor. Give him a year to become quarterback 2. I mean, maybe he will become the quarterback 2 next year. It's possible. We could also draft one. Durant says, I want the dark blue. I do too. I love those helmets. And Rob says, next 2 weeks are going to be torture, man. I know. Well, the last week will come here before you know it. I could be wrong on this, but I don't think it's Brady. Did Brady win 3 straight MVPs? I don't think so. Hold on. I'm going to look. Before I ask this question, let me make sure I'm right. But I don't think it's Brady or Peyton. Let's see. You got Mahomes, Rodgers, Lamar, Mahomes, Brady, Ryan, Newton, Rodgers, Peyton, Peterson, Rodgers, Brady, Peyton, not 3, Brady, Tomlinson, Alexander, Peyton, McNair. Yeah, the guy I'm thinking of is right. The last guy to win 3 straight MVP awards. Who is it? Let me take a look at the chat. Somebody had to say it by now. Bang! Brett Favre, as they said in Something About Mary. He's the last player to win 3 consecutive MVP awards in the NFL. But yes, certainly going to be torture. But that, like I said, that week leading up to it, it'll be here before you know, because we'll be talking football all week. Big Daddy says, talk about next. Look up Billy Truax. I'm going to have to. All right. I'll take a look. Billy Truax, you said? Billy Truax. He's got no neck, from what I see. He don't have a neck. Billy Truax is missing a neck. In some pictures, at least, it looks that way. In other pictures, it looks like he's missing a neck to me. So I don't know if that was the joke. And Professionally Certified Hater says, Jets fan here. I'll trade you Zach for DeVito, please. I'll pass. And I'm not trying to crap on your quarterback. I don't want to pay a quarterback like Zach the amount of money that you're paying him, being that he was a second overall pick. I'd rather keep DeVito than pay him that kind of money. Trey Mack says, damn, bro, DeVito better than Daniel. Relax, Trey. And Tiana says, this should be the last we see of Cookie. Horrible. Yeah. Awful. And Jeff says, what's up, Chris? Is it me or is Tibbs and DeVito both wearing number 5? They do that in preseason, Jeff. A lot. A lot of times they do that in preseason where two different players will be wearing the same exact uniform. It's 14-13, halftime. Let me see if I can come up with another trivia question off the top of my head, football related. Who's the last non-quarterback to win the MVP? Who's the last non-quarterback to win the MVP? Durant, thank you very much, man. What player has the most Super Bowl rings not named Brady? Oh, I actually think I know this one. It's he played for the Cowboys and the 49ers. He was a defensive player. No, somebody in the chat's gonna say it. He played for both the Cowboys and the Niners. And AP's the answer. AP's the answer. Yeah, he's the last non-quarterback to win the MVP. Haley. There you go. Haley. Yeah, that's the one. Haley. He's got the most Super Bowls not named Tom Brady. What was I going to say? All right, another one for you guys. The AP one, I guess, was too easy. Name the last there was a co-MVP. I don't remember the year. The last time there was a co-MVP in the NFL. Name the two players who shared the award. Co-MVP, offensive MVP. Who's the two players that shared the award? Yeah, Haley. No, Daniel Jones ain't playing. They didn't play the starter. They didn't play the starters, SH. Bang! Matty T got it. Steve McNair, rest in peace. And Mr. Peyton Manning. Cy Guy says, Chris, word is Bumper Pool was cut by the... I saw that. I saw that today on Twitter. I posted about that. Steve McNair, I still say to this day, is the toughest quarterback I think I've ever seen play the sport of football. Him or Ben, but I don't like to give Ben credit because, you know, he did some stuff off the field. So Steve McNair was really tough. Yeah, Peyton and Steve McNair. I'm trying to think of another. What's up, Ray? Good to see you, man. Trying to think of some other off the top of my head trivia for you guys. Toasty says, who are the 7 quarterbacks Eli beat in the playoffs? Oh, I got you here. Toasty. I don't need the chat's help. Jeff Garcia, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. That's 4. Matt Ryan. That's 5. Tony Romo. That's 6. Alex Smith. That's 7. And that's how many Hall of Famers. You got Rodgers, you got Favre, you got Brady twice. So that's 4 times. Romo's not a Hall of Famer, but he was very good. Matt Ryan probably going to be a Hall of Famer, which is crazy, but he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. So, yeah, there's your 7 quarterbacks. Most of those on the road, by the way. Matty T Says one player you want from another team, no quarterback. Oh, I don't want to give this guy credit. Why are you making me do this, Maddie? Why are you making me do this, Maddie? Okay, I'm factoring in age, of course, because you want to go young, because you're not just thinking this year. It might unfortunately be Micah Parsons, and I hate saying that. It's either Parsons. It might be the guy in this game. Sauce is really good. He's arguably already the best corner in the league, and he's like 23. Or you're looking at wide receivers, right? You're looking at the because we already have Thomas, so I'm not substituting him. It's probably either Parsons or Sauce based off of age, or a wide receiver, like a dynamic wide receiver, like a Justin Jefferson. That's probably what I want. Let's see. Alex says, here's one. What team was the last team to go undefeated in 2008? Well, they didn't go undefeated. They went 18-1, my man. I mean, they went undefeated up until the game that it really mattered. They went undefeated in the regular season. And that was technically 2007, 2008 playoffs. And Odell the Bee says, what was the player's name who wore 26 before Barkley? Ooh, I like that one. What was it? I don't remember if he wore 26. Was it why am I forgetting the running back's name? This is pissing me off. Darkwa? Did Darkwa wear 26? I know he wore in the 20s. I can't remember what number Darkwa wore. Was it 26? Oh, people are saying it. Darkwa. Yeah. Darkwa. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Orleans Darkwa. He actually had one pretty good year for the Giants. Yeah, Antrell Roll, of course, wore 26 too, but Darkwa was after him. One of the best free agent pickups in New York Giants history, Antrell Roll, by the way. Who's the first wild card team in the history of the NFL to win the Super Bowl? First team to ever do it. Durant says, who won a Super Bowl MVP playing on a lose? Ooh, I do not know that. But that's a great question, but I do not know that. I probably should, and I've probably heard it before, but I do not know that. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Raiders. Yep, Raiders. Raiders were the first. Yeah, Raiders. First wild card team to win a Super Bowl. Cruzon, and I think the Giants were the second in 2007. And then it kind of became routine. Cruzon, thank you very much, man. DJ will be a top 8 quarterback this year. Haters better hide. There are 2 huge DJ haters that only come out when he has a bad game. We all know who they are. Huh. Well, I'm thinking you're talking about creators when you say that. Not fans, obviously. Well, maybe you are talking about fans. If you're talking about fans, it would be Obed, who's a notorious Eli hater who can't even say him by his name. So that's probably who you're talking about. The guy on the YouTube channel. What's the guy's name on the YouTube channel? That Giants channel that hates Daniel Jones. I don't even remember the name of the channel off the top of my head. That's how much I watch his channel now. Tim from Online Big Blue. He hates Daniel Jones. So there you go. I think that's who you're talking about. 14-13. Jets lead by 1. Oh, you're talking about fans? Yeah, Obed for sure. Oh, Ayub. Yeah, Ayub. Good call. Yes. Ayub and Obed. Yeah, Tim from Online, but he hates Daniel Jones. Jeffrey Abbey, yeah. He doesn't even call him by his name, number 8. Look at Carl Banks looking spiffy with the pink golf shirt. Carl's awesome, man. That was so cool getting to have him come on the channel. I remember when I had Carl Banks on the channel for the interview that I did, it was like quick because he was busy. So it was like a quick 30-minute thing. And I was there and I was waiting. And I think he showed up right at the start time. I think I was starting at like 8 p.m. And I popped into the room like I normally do, like 10 minutes early. I was in the room at like 7:50. waiting for him to come in. And he comes in at like 7:59, and he's in the background, and my face isn't showing yet. Like, because when you do StreamYard, I have to put I can control whether or not I show my face or not. And I don't show my face usually until the guest shows up. So I'm just sitting there in the background, and I see Carl Banks waiting there, just like looking around like this. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, holy shit, that's Carl Banks. That was so cool, man, to have him come on the channel. But once we started talking, it was whatever. It was just like talking to anybody else. But I was like blown away when I saw him pop into the room. I'm like, that's actually Carl Banks. That was awesome. Michael Sachs says, who was the last player on the same team to win Offensive Rookie? The Jets last year, right? I think last year, the Jets. Obviously with Wilson and your corner, who I wanted, by the way, but he didn't get to us. And Dylan says, "Are you happy to start?" Yes, I didn't want any injuries. Yeah, Carl's dog was definitely angry. Start of the third quarter, Jets will have it at their own 25. They'll break the huddle. Wow, it was plus 990 at 14-0, Mike. What did you throw, like $20 on that? That was a good bet. You're looking decent now. Wilson takes the snap out of the gun, throws, hits his man, makes a man miss at the 25 to the 30, all the way down to the 39, and he's pushed out of bounds. 14:52 to go. Nothing like live betting. You wait till a team that you think is going to win the game falls behind by a couple of scores. Get those odds up. Take a shot. 10-1 though, yeah, it's in a preseason game. Yeah, it's worth it, man. You don't know who's going to be playing throughout the rest of the game. 14:35 to go. Jets will break the huddle. There's Zach Wilson under center. Man in motion right to left. Giants crowd the line. He'll take the snap. Wilson drops back. 5-step drop. Hits his man out in the flat. Good open field tackle there. Pickup of about 6, maybe 7. 14-14 to go here in the third. Jamar Chase is another good answer, by the way, for a player that I want. Chase, Jetta, Sauce, Parsons. I don't remember what Carl Banks' dog's name was. I'm sure he said it during the stream, but I don't remember. 2nd and 3. 13:50 to go here in the third. Jets will change the play at the line of scrimmage. They come out under center at their own 46. They'll take the snap. Wilson turns and pitches. He's got a couple of lead blockers, and they'll pick up 4, maybe 5. It'll be a first down for the Jets as they're coming out cooking here on the first drive. Any standouts? I would say Carter Coughlin stood out. David Sills stood out. That's not saying a whole lot, but he stood out. DeVito's played pretty well. Not much else. Gray's had his best game since this year. It's been his best preseason game. He's had a couple of nice plays. I would say 3 or 4 nice plays he's had. Shotgun formation. Wilson takes the snap, throws, hits his man. He'll break a tackle down to the 42. It's a pickup of 7. So 12:58 to go here in the third. It'll be 2nd and 3 here for the Jets. Oscar, yeah, that was the name of the dog. That's right, Oscar. Simmons made one nice play. He got a good he didn't play much, but he played on the first drive, and he got pressure on Aaron Rodgers on the first drive. He made one nice play, Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 4. Jets have it at the 43. Wilson will take the snap, turns, hands up the middle, and they'll push forward for 4. It'll be a Jets first down at the 38. And professional certified hater says an all New York offense O-line is the Jets with Andrew Thomas. Oh, you're talking about if you combine the two teams. At left tackle, Rodgers, Hall, Saquon, Cook, Carter, Waller, Wilson, Lazard, Hardman, Hyatt. You got to have, you said Waller. I was going to say you got to have Waller. I'd have to think about it. I mean, the Jets offense line is not very good either. Wilson drops back, throws, hits his man to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Tackled down at about the 19. I don't know. I I don't know if I might take a couple of members of the Giants offensive line over some of the members on the Jets. That's the one thing I keep hearing. The Jets offensive line does not look good. So if Evan Neal's even decent this year, and I don't know the Jets obviously nearly as well as I know the Giants, but I know reports have been the Jets offensive line has not been good. Neal might be better than what they got at right tackle. I don't know their line, though. 1st and 10. And JMS might end up being a pretty good center this year for the Giants. We'll see. He's a rookie. Wilson takes the snap. Play action. Little pump fake rolling out. Zimenez chases him as Wilson will step out of bounds. He got 2, maybe 3. But as far as the wide receivers go, I mean, obviously they have the best wide receiver of the two teams combined, Garrett Wilson. Yeah, hit the like. I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody for being here. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Here's Zach under center from the 18. He'll take the snap. He turns. He gives. Big hole up the middle. They get 7. That was a good push by the Jets line. 10:32 to go. Yeah, I don't think the Jets rookie center is going to start. Oh, wow. He lost 2 horses at Saratoga, Mike. That's sad. Professional Certified Hater says if Becton and Dwayne stay healthy, could be top 12. Yeah, well, Becton's always, can he stay healthy? Can he stay healthy? But yeah, if Becton stays healthy. But you can say the same thing about Evan Neal. Like if Evan Neal gets better, which he certainly could, those guys are both ifs. Nice play there by Green with the pass breakup. So it'll be 4th down. But yeah, Becton clearly has potential, but he's always hurt. I forgot about Becton. So Jets will have to kick. Yeah, Tippmann. I'm glad the Jets took Tippmann. And maybe he'll end up being good for the Jets, but I wanted JMS. So I was glad when the Jets took Tippmann. 29-yard field goal here. 9:54 to go here in the 3rd from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick is good. Jets lead 17-13. Simmons didn't play much, but he looked good in the limited time that he got. He made a nice play off the edge. They brought him as a blitzer off the edge. And he got pressure on Rodgers. But yeah, the Jets clearly have the more talented overall roster right now. I don't think many people would debate that. I think we have the better coach, and that goes a long way. And the Jets' success will not, it'll be short-lived. It's going to be as long as Rodgers is there. Let's see what we got. How is Simmons' coverage? Can he cover tight ends? I mean, the book, I don't watch Simmons. Obviously, he hasn't played here. But the book, from what I've heard on Simmons, is when he's played safety, he's struggled in coverage. That's the book. That's what I've heard. He did not do well. It looked like he was out of position when he was playing safety with the Cardinals last year. But maybe he'd be better in coverage at the linebacker spot. Professionally Certified says McGovern at center is solid. AVT is obviously very good. Can play everything but center, and Tomlinson is going to be better. Tippmann over JMS since he fits our scheme better, in my opinion. I would take JMS over Tippmann. But obviously, if you're a Jet fan, you're going to say Tippmann. So I can't kill you for that. You guys drafted him before we took JMS, but I'd prefer JMS. I wanted JMS. So, but they're rookies. We don't know yet. And obviously, the reason the Jets drafted him was for the scheme that they possess. I think if the Jets fail, it's because Saleh wasn't prepared to coach a Super Bowl run. They got too much talent. Yeah, well, coaching's important, man. I mean, how many teams have had, great rosters, but they don't do much because they don't have a good coach. Coaching's important. Let's see. Wink needed someone to spike quarterbacks like Hurts, so we got Simmons. Yeah, not just that. He's also capable of guarding a guy like McCaffrey, for example, when we play the 49ers, or Pollard week 1 against the Cowboys. You got to worry about him coming out as threat in the passing game. Who has the longest playoff drought currently? It's the Jets. Not just the NFL, AV. The Jets have the longest playoff drought in all 4 major sports. I think it's like 11 years, 12 years, something like that. Jets set to kick it away. 9:50 to go here in the third. And this will sail over their heads. The Giants will start with it at the 25. No, Bad Dog's away on vacation today. But obviously, we'll be doing the regular season games together. We're just hanging out, going solo, hanging out with you guys tonight. I'm having a lot of fun, though. Well, I didn't bring it up. Somebody asked me. I answered the question. Do I miss Cody Core? Yeah, I miss Cody Core, Afghanistan. Yeah, he was one of my favorites. He was great. Great special teams gunner. Don't bash Cody Core. Shotgun formation here for DeVito. He'll take the snap. He turns. He hands up the middle. That'll be a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 up to the 29. And James Robinson on the carry. No, limited, Steve, but for the most part, no. The starters. Simmons played a drive. I don't even know if I'd consider him a starter yet, but he played a drive. Bredesen played a drive or 2, but he played out of position. He played center because we sat JMS. Glowinski played a drive. There's a handoff up the middle. They get a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6. None of the starting defensive players played. None of them. Even the rookie corners didn't play. So, yeah, limited starters. Very limited. Not even the second stringers played much. Breida didn't play. Hodgins didn't play. Campbell didn't play. None of the Hyatt played. Hyatt played for a couple of drives. He didn't do anything. But to be fair, they had Sauce Gardner on him. Shotgun formation here for DeVito. Takes the snap from his own 30. Drops back. Throws. Hits his man. Nice spin move there by Mickens. And he gets it all the way up to the 48-yard line. Giants have it at midfield. And Mike says, no Navy helmets. Royal with Giants at home and New York for the road. Some blue in the white jerseys and pants. So yeah, you're not. I get it. I get the knock. I personally like it, but it doesn't match the uniform. I get it, but I like the Navy colored helmets, man. I'm a fan. I am definitely a fan. White jerseys and the pants. The color rush jerseys are great, Mike. Play action pass. DeVito drops back, steps up, under pressure. He's going to go down. He loses 2, maybe 3 yards on the sack. Giants are looking like a threat this season. I like where your head's at. And you haven't even seen Daniel Jones yet. He only played 1 drive. You haven't seen Darren Waller yet. You only saw him for 1. He looked damn good in that 1 drive. But Giants are going to be tough. They got more talent. They're well coached. They've got that taste in their mouth, right? The playoffs. They're building that culture. Giants are going to be a tough out this year, whoever they play. 7:30 to go. DeVito out of the gun. Takes the snap. Turns. Hands. And he'll lower the shoulder. Still going. Look at this run. Look at James Robinson. He ain't making the team, but he wants to play. He's got 10 yards. That was like a Bavaro. He's looking like Bavaro. He's carrying half the Jets' defense on his back. Look at this. Look at this. That's a 10-yard gain. Third and 3 for the Giants here. 6:48 to go. Under center, DeVito. Offset eye. He's got Gray in the backfield. They're going to try an end around. Couple of lead blockers here. This is a good call. Pimpleton out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 and a Giants first down. You're an Eagles fan, but you don't I mean, obviously the Eagles are good. Obviously. I mean, one of the two most talented teams in the NFC. There's no denying that. They're going to be a tough out this year. .6:17 to go, 1st and 10. DeVito up pistol formation from the 38. He'll take the snap, gives to Gray, nowhere to go. Gray got swallowed up. Loss of 2, maybe 3. It'll be 2nd and long. Alexander with the tackle for the Jets. .552 to go here in the final preseason game. Giants trail by 4, 17-13. DeVito looking to keep the Giants in this ball game. Pistol formation, Gray in the backfield. Takes the snap. Oh, my God. Oh, can we give Gray a chance? Holy crap. Gray just got killed. As soon as he touched the ball, he got killed. 5:27 to go. A 5-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 18. 3rd and 17. Davenport. Nice block by Davenport. Eric Gray should have him sued. 3rd and 17 here for the Giants. Shotgun formation from the 45. 3 wide. David Sills, the hero, lined up wide right. DeVito takes it. Bakes it. He looks for his favorite receiver, Sills. Sills makes a man miss. He'll get 7. And Graham Gano will try another field goal, right? I mean, that's, 55. He made it from 57. So Gano getting some practice here. 56, actually. He made it from 57 earlier. I think that was from the left hash. This will be from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. Graham Gano for president. I'd vote for him. I'm serious. I mean, that's not saying much. You know, I'd probably vote for this remote control for president, you know, based off some of the choices we have. But I'd vote for Graham Gano. The guy is automatic. You know he's going to come through. Unbelievable. 57, 56. He's ready to roll. Kevin Paul, thank you very much, man. Philly winless of the preseason. Everyone knows preseason record matters. They're scrubs. I hope you're right. I hope that translates. Let's see. If they could keep Barkley healthy, man, the NFC is going to be good. And don't sleep on Washington. Washington could play too, man. They're not going to be an easy out. NFC is going to be tough this year, man. Gano will be we cannot let Graham Gano off this team. We got to sign him. He's too good. You know, you look around, you look at some of these teams. I was actually watching the preseason game earlier today. I think it was the Browns. I forgot who they were playing. The kicker missed like a 40-yarder. I'm like, that Graham Gano would never. So he's too valuable. We cannot let him go. You pay him, you keep him here. That was Dave Gettleman's best free agent pickup, which was Graham Gano. I don't even think it's close. That was his best free agent pickup. And Professionally Certified Hater says Washington beats good teams and gets smoked by bad ones. They beat the Eagles last year, right? Washington's not an easy out. I think we'll beat them this year, but I'm not taking them for granted. David says Gano is so underrated. He needs to be talked about like Tucker. They are both great. He's incredible. He's incredible. The refs always ride Washington. I mean, to be fair, and I don't feel bad at all because we got screwed the year before when Dexter Lawrence wasn't offsides to close out that game. He was not. But last year, if we're being fair, that call at the end of the game, we definitely probably should have gotten called for a pass interference. So it goes both ways. It's why I never flip out in terms of blaming a game on the referees because usually over the course of the year, it evens out. Obviously, from within the moment in the game, you hate it. And as fans, you always like ignore when you get the break. It's just natural. But I never like to blame a game on the referees unless it's just so egregious. But last year, I actually thought we got the benefit of the whistle against Washington. Kicks away. That'll go over their heads. Jets will start with it at the 25. And Cole says, just woke up. Any notable things happened so far? There's been some injuries. I guess that's notable, right, in a preseason game. Nothing major. Bryce Ford Wheaton is probably the most notable player, like in terms of that who may make the roster. I don't know how serious the injury is, but he had an injury. Wyatt Davis got hurt. There was a couple of others, but I'm pretty sure the other guys that have no shot at the team, if I recall. I think. So there was a couple of injuries. Yeah, David Sills looked great. That's notable. There's a play action pass. Wilson drops back under pressure, incomplete. 2nd and 10. DeVito's played well. In terms of guys that matter, Simmons had a good pressure on Aaron Rodgers. That's probably the play that excited us the most. Yeah. None of the starters played, really, for the most part. So, Jets huddled up. They'll break the huddle. Shotgun formation. Stacks to the right. He'll take the snap, throws a quick screen pass out in the flat. Nowhere to go there. The Giants gobbled that up. Good play. It'll be 3rd and 11. Green on the tackle. And Baldonado, who's trying to fight for a back-end roster spot, probably will come up short, but good chance he could land with the practice squad if nobody claims him. Oh, yeah, Carter Coughlin did good. I should have mentioned him. Yeah, he made 2 or 3 really nice plays. Shotgun formation here for Wilson from the 24. He's going to motion the running back right to left. 3rd and 11 from his own 24. Giants come with 5. Jets do a good job picking it up. Throws, hits his wide receiver on the slant, and he pops it back out left. That was Gibson all the way up to the 37. That's a Jets first down. $2:57 to go here in the second. Jets lead by 1 with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 37. 3 wide. Wilson takes the snap. Giants come with 4. Wilson throws a nice pass there on the slant all the way up to the 45 of the Giants. And the Jets now in enemy territory. That was Brownlee with the catch. 2:35 to go here in the third. That was a good ball there by Wilson. So the Jets will have it at the Giants 46 after they spotted it. 2:20 to go here in the third. Jets lead by 1. Wilson coming in under center. I'd like to win this game at this point. I'd like to win this game. Why not? Wilson fakes the handoff. Giants come with a blitz. There's a clear hold. They don't call it. And Wilson just gets rid of it. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the third. I always want to win, but it's preseason. But yeah, I want to win. They're highlighting Bobby Okereke right now. I can't wait to see Bobby Okereke play this year. It's been so long since the Giants have had a respectable linebacker. I mean, Blake Martinez was good for that 1 year. Wilson hands off up the middle, and that's a pickup of 3, maybe 4. Be 3rd and 6. I think that's the guy I'm most excited about. Him and Waller in terms of the new additions. There's Wandell. Wandell in a shortened T-shirt. 3rd and 7 here from the 37. From the 43, rather. Wilson out of the shotgun. Trips wide. Giants show blitz. They come with 4. Wilson throws, and he missed his man. Decent coverage. 4th and 7. Jets will have to punt. So Giants have a chance to take the lead. Not good coverage on second glance when I saw the old 22. Wilson just with an awful throw. Oh, my God. It could have been miscommunication. Maybe he thought that the tight end was going to break out to the right. Possible. But either way, he had him. Jets set to punt it away. And Giants will call for the fair catch at the 9. They'll set up shop there. That was Pimpleton returning the punt this time around. Deonte Banks didn't play. Tony got about a minute and a half in the third quarter. Deonte Banks didn't play tonight, but he's looked really good in the preseason when he has played. Do you think you could score a touchdown on Bobby Okereke for $1 million? Yeah. If the only way I could score a touchdown on Bobby Okereke for $1 million is if I put like X-Lax in his Gatorade. If I did that, I'd have a chance because then he'd be shitting himself. So then I might be able to score. And if it was for $1 million, I'd probably do it. Sorry, Bobby. $1 million is a lot of money. But outside of something like that, no, I don't think I could. Let's see. Yes, I want Pimpleton to return kicks and punts. He ain't making this team. No chance. You're 100% scoring on Bobby. He would tackle you with diarrhea pants. Let's see. My bad dog impression. Let's get 7. Hopefully we get a lot of 7s in the chat this year. I couldn't tackle any of these players. Are you on drugs? There's no way. Have you seen the way that Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley are built? Saquon Barkley makes Bad Dog look like he's Bryce Young. Seen the way that Saquon Barkley's built? Chris, if you watch The Boys on Amazon, I have. I'm definitely, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm definitely sick of the superhero thing. I think it's done for me. This new phase, I think it's done for me. Like today, I didn't see The Flash in theaters. I tried to watch it because it's new to HBO On Demand. I think it's done for me. But I will say, I do like that show. I do like The Boys because it's almost like a parody on the superhero genre. So, yes, I think it's actually gotten better as the seasons have gone along. It's a good show. So here we go. DeVito coming out, shotgun formation. Corbin to his left. He takes the snap, gives to Corbin. Nowhere to go. Loses 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Yeah, The Boys is almost like anti-superhero, so I like it. The Boys is good. Second and 12 for the Giants. This might be the last play of the quarter if it's a completed pass. 30 seconds to go. Corbin in the backfield. DeVito takes the snap, steps up, or if it's a sack, he gets killed. That should take us to the fourth quarter as he gets sacked back at the 3-yard line. 20 seconds to go here in the third. 17-16, Jets by 1. Oh my God. Our tackle, who's that, Cunningham again? I pray, he's not making the team, so we got nothing to worry about. But my God, our tackles are so bad in terms of the backup tackles. They are so bad. End of the third quarter, we'll go to the fourth. Oh, it's Davenport? Either way, awful. This offensive line is just, well, the backups, Brandon. The starters actually played well on that first drive. We haven't really gotten a taste of the starters collectively, but the backups are awful. How worried are you Parsons on Neal? Well, last year it wasn't Parsons on Neal. Last year, and we'll see what the Cowboys do, but last year what the Cowboys did was they put Parsons on, at least in the first game. I don't remember the second, but the first game they definitely put Parsons on Thomas, and Tank Lawrence was the one that killed Neal. Regardless, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't worried at all. I mean, Evan Neal got exposed last year when he played the Cowboys. Hopefully he got better this year. I think he did, but it's still going to be a challenge. And Noah with a little fist bump. Thank you, Noah, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Davenport, Cunningham, Davis paired, eject them all into the sun. My good. Just hold the guy. It's preseason. Just get our guys. Yeah, DeVito will have to be a sack. Yeah, it's been bad today. What's up, Jacob, man? Good to see you, man. Post on second channel, Chris. What are you talking about, honey love? Oh, my God. Here we go. Fourth quarter. See if we can pull one out. Oh, do reaction videos? A second channel where I do reaction videos? I actually started a second channel, and I think there's going to come a time when things settle down with my new job where I do make content on the second channel. I started during the pandemic, and then I just got busy. It has nothing to do with sports, but I did start a second channel, which movies, where I talk movies. So that's something that I want to actually get back to eventually. But I enjoy talking about movies as much as I enjoy talking about sports. Here we go, fourth quarter. Third and 16 from the 4. He'll take the snap, drops back under pressure, looking, throws across it. Corbin dropped it. Wouldn't have got the first down anyway, but would have given the punter some room. Instead, they're going to have to punt it from the 4. So 4th and 16, Giants will have to punt. 14:54 to go here in the 4th. And professionally certified says fact. Guy who just sacked DeVito was the ex. Actually, I didn't know that. I knew that the Jets have him. I didn't know that was him that made the sack, but I did know that they have him. And Kevin Paul says Parsons was on Thomas both games. I thought he was. Parsons talked trash on Twitter after Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. When Thomas had the flu, that was Thomas's only bad game, and he had the flu. Good punt there by the Giants. Holy crap. They were punting from their own 4. Hey, Gillen's had a good game. Not saying that. You don't want to say that your punter's been a highlight, but he has been. He's had a good game. And Bloom says, would you rather have a top 10 offense or top 3 defense this year? Top 10 offense. Yeah, top 10. I mean, I would love both, obviously, but if I have to pick one, I want to see the offense progress this year. Even further. I want to start to see bigger plays. Yeah, I would pick the offense over the defense. If you told me one side of the ball is going to disappoint, the other one's going to exceed expectations, I would want to see the offense exceed expectations this year. But yeah, if you're telling me that the offense is still going to be average, that's not in that hypothetical. What, like, if we have a top 3 defense, what if the offense is like 25th and Daniel Jones is not, he plays bad and we regress and Evan Neal is really bad at then we have a lot that we have to work on, right? So, yeah, if you said, would you rather have a top 3 defense and a league average offense or a top 10 offense and a bad defense? Yeah, of course I would take the top 3 defense average offense, but that wasn't the hypothetical. Let's see what we got. The best preseason game was Washington versus Baltimore. Well, yeah, because the undefeated streak was on the line, 24 straight wins. Yeah, Boyle's awful. I've seen a couple. I watched actually the last Jet preseason game, and Boyle was awful. So maybe we will win. What's up, Joy? Thanks for popping in. What does DJ have to do this year to prove you that he's a guy for the next 10 years? I think he's got to prove it over the next 2 years. He's got to show consistency that he's a top 10 quarterback. If he's consistently and getting better over the next 2 years, yeah, I'm going to feel confident saying that I think the Giants should give him a franchise quarterback contract. Because right now, I think what the Giants gave DJ was, I call it a tweener. It's a tweener contract. It's not a franchise quarterback contract, but it's also not a franchise tag. It's a kind of a, we believe in you, and we think you can be a franchise quarterback, but we need to see it before we give you the franchise quarterback contract. That's what the contract essentially is, which is the proper approach. It's what it should be. So, yeah, I think he just needs to show progression over the next 2 years, show consistency, and just show that he can continue to elevate this team like he did last year. There's a throw out in the flat. It's caught at the 40, and he's tackled down there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And obviously, with that, the stats are going to improve. I'm not going to put stats out there. I know that they're going to open up this offense more, which means the stats will be higher. But for me, it's about feeling as a fan that at the end of the year, like I felt last year, Daniel Jones maximized what he was given. This year, maximizing what he's given is going to be more production, playing well within, big moments, so on and so forth. So I'm not going to put a statistical threshold. There's a screen pass out in the flat. That's caught, breaks a tackle up to the 48. That's a first down for the Jets. 14 minutes to go here in the 4th. But, of course, make the playoffs. Make the playoffs. Play well in the playoffs. $13:36 to go. Wilson under center. Takes the snap. 5-step drop. Drops back. Throws. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Was looking deep. Boyle, actually. I think I said it was Wilson. It's Boyle. 2nd and 10. Oh, is Carl talking to – he's talking about Rodgers right now? Well, obviously that's the big story coming into tonight. His first game as a Jet. Boyle turns, hands off up the middle. Nowhere to go there. The Jets will get 2. It'll be 3rd and 8 as they have it at midfield. We'll see if the Giants get another chance here. See if they can hold the Jets, get the ball back, and maybe they can have a drive to take the lead. Carl Banks has a man crush on Rodgers. Carl, come on, man. 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation, 3 wide. Boyle out of the gun from the 50. He'll take the snap. Giants come with 5. Oh, they did a good job. Looked like Jimenez was going to get pressure, and they were able to block him. And the Jets all the way down to the 34 as they hit on a pitch and catch. 12:35 to go. Jets in field goal range. Jets are going to win the Snoopy Bowl, guys. Who's my college team? I always say Notre Dame, but I'm not really. I actually enjoy watching college football. I don't really have a specific team. There's no team in the New York area. So normally I would go with New York. Like in college basketball, I go with St. John's. There's no team in New York, really. 1st and 10. Shotgun from the 34. Wilson out of the gun. 2 on the play clock. He'll take the snap. Giants come with a blitz. I keep saying Wilson. It's Boyle. Down to the 25. Preseason's too hard to do. There's too many players that come in and out, 11:47 to go. 2nd and 1. And you don't know any of the players. They're all, almost all these guys won't be playing in the NFL. Yeah, Syracuse. Yeah, they're not very good. But, yeah, Syracuse. 2nd and 1 for the Jets. Giants crowd the line. Actually, I should root for Syracuse. Giants come with a blitz, and the Jets complete it down to the 11. There's a player on Syracuse. He actually transferred that went to my high school. And, my high school's very good at football, but they've never had like a high-end college prospect. Because from like Long Island, they're one of the best teams on Long Island over the last like 20 years. But he was the quarterback for my high school, and he went to Michigan. He was a 3-star recruit that Jim Harbaugh recruited. He was the 3rd-string quarterback for Michigan. There's a handoff up the middle for the Jets as they go down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 3, rather. Pickup of 7. And he transferred to Syracuse. And I think, last I checked, I got to check on this. Last I checked, I think he's playing tight end, and I think he's starting for Syracuse this year. He's transferring from the quarterback to the tight end. So maybe I will check them out because it would be cool to see a guy from my high school play well for a Division I, a pretty high prestigious Division I program. 2nd and 4 from the 5. Boyle under center. Takes the snap, drops back, throws, broken up. 3rd and 4. Yeah, there it is. That's the guy. You said it. He went to my high school, Dan Villari. He was a quarterback at Plain Edge, which is where I went to high school. And he got recruited by Harbaugh at Michigan. And then he transferred to Syracuse last year as a quarterback, and now they're converting him to a tight end. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 3 from the 5. Takes the snap, drops back, under pressure, sidearm throw, touchdown Jets. Still a 1-possession game. That was a nice throw. 9:56 to go here in the 4th. And Professional Certified Hater says, you're talking about Dan Villari. Yep, from Plain Edge. Yeah. Yeah, he went to my high school. Plain Edge is really good. They started getting good in my junior year in high school. That's when they started. I graduated in 2003. That's when they started to get good. And they've been like one of the top, 3, 4 Long Island high school football teams for like the last 20 years. But he's been the most prestigious player that's come out. So it was cool to see that he transferred to Syracuse, and I think he's going to get a chance to play. 9:56 to go. Jets are going to go for 2. They're going to try to make this a 2-possession game. Rolling out to the right, buying time. Boyle, they got him. Jets go up 9. It's a 2-possession game, 25-16. $37. You Hey, man, to each their own, Unlimited Liquid. He says, my girlfriend plays nose tackle for Rutgers. Hey, man, we all beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes, my man. I ain't going to hate on you, man. Template says, best place to stay to enjoy MetLife and New York. Best place to stay to enjoy. What do you mean in terms of like if you're going to go to New York on vacation? I mean, if you're coming from out of the state, you're probably going to want to go to Manhattan, right? I mean, that's kind of the tourist area if you're going to New York and you've never been. There's a lot of obviously good spots in Astoria, obviously in Brooklyn. There's tons of good spots, but yeah, you're going to want to go to Manhattan if you're not from New York. If that's the question you're asking. Me and my girlfriend went to see Barbie last month, and yeah, I probably end up seeing it just because I have the movie pass. I still haven't seen it. I know that's like the in thing, everybody's seen it, but it just looks like such a stupid movie to me. I still haven't seen it. Yeah, Williamsburg's awesome. I've been there. I used to live right next to Williamsburg when I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in the next town over, but I could literally walk across the street and I was in Williamsburg. Toasty, thank you very much, man. Shout out to Terry Wooden, only NFL player from Farmington High School in Connecticut, and the hockey player Nick Bonino also went there. And Dick, there you go. So there's some. Everybody shouting out some famous people from the most famous people who went to my high school. This is going back. He's an actor. He's not like a super prestigious actor. He's like a B actor. Steve Guttenberg. You guys know Steve Guttenberg? He was in Police Academy. He was in Cocoon. He was in, I don't know. He's in like a lot of 80s movies. He went to my high school. Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show went to my high school. Yeah, not much else. Not much else. Massapequa High School has some famous people. Jerry Seinfeld, the Baldwins. Let's see. Professionally certified. I'm going to get to you in a second, my man. And that ball go out of the end zone, 9:56 to go. Professionally says Jeremy Ruckert, who we drafted last year, went to Lindenhurst and was an All-American, went to Ohio. I knew he went to Ohio State. Would be awesome for him to be. He's good. I liked him last year. Oh, Woody Allen. That's cool, man. I tried watching The Flash today, man. I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into it. Pistol formation. Giants have it. Play action. Rolls, hits his man out in the flat. And that's a pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. 9:48 to go. 2nd and 5 here for the Giants. And Alex says, Jahan Dotson went to my high school. Oh, that's awesome. John Dotson played ball at Penn State. I don't know what high school he went to. Well, I'm assuming I know Barkley's from Jersey, right? There's a handoff up the middle. That's a pickup of 2. So it'll be 3, actually. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Giants. 9:17 to go as we tick down the final quarter here of the preseason, and then we actually get ready for the games that matter, which I can't wait for. These preseason games just drag, man. You're just like, get me to the regular season, man. Giants 24, Cowboys 20. I don't care what we win by, just win. Master says Kawhi Leonard went to mine, and my sister was there when he was. Oh, very cool. Shotgun formation. Takes under pressure. Oh, God. Oh, look at DeVito. He still lost 3 yards, but this guy just has a knack for, like, last week we saw him fall on top of a body, and he was able to maintain his balance and not hit the ground. This one, he gets absolutely destroyed from the blind side. Somehow he's able to still stand up and get close back to the line of scrimmage, but the Giants are going to have to punt. DeVito's a tough guy, isn't he? Buying a DeVito jersey right now. Yeah, they shouldn't have been passing. They should have been running. And we'll see if Gillen gets another good punt away. Decent. Jets will field it at the 28, and they'll go down to the 34. So Jets will have it there as they're looking to close this game out. Giants look like they're going to drop to 1-2 in the preseason, which means absolutely nothing. And we're going to get out of here without any key players getting hurt. There were definitely some injuries tonight, but none of the, the key players didn't play, so it was hard for them to get hurt. I haven't seen the new Barbie movie. I'll give it a shot. I haven't seen it. And I see a lot of movies. It's just been so crowded, and obviously it's not a movie that like naturally appeals to me. So I wasn't like dying to see it, but I'll see it. I got the movie pass, so I don't pay for the movies. Well, I do. I pay $20 a month, but Lou, thank you for being a member for 43 months. He says, Wendy Peppercorn from Sandlot was played by Marley Shelton. She went to my high school, Eagle Rock High School in That's awesome. Wendy Pepper. That Sandlot's one of the greatest sports movies of all time. I don't care. One of the greatest sports movies of all time, Sandlot. The Colossus of Cloud. The Sultan is SWAT. The s'more scene. Sandlot is so good. No, we didn't win yet. Key takeaways to the game. Not much to take away from it, if I'm being honest. Nobody really of significance played a significant amount of time. So, like I said, the key takeaway is we didn't have any major key injuries to the team. Coughlin probably helped himself. I think he was going to make the team anyway, but Carter Coughlin pretty much probably cemented himself making the team. Yeah, there's not much to take out of this game, to be honest with you. Nobody of importance played. Joe Shane says, what part of the team do we need to improve? Well, I mean, I think the line needs to continue, obviously, to improve the offensive line for sure. I think we still need a premium wide receiver. That's not going to happen this year, but those things I think need to continue to improve. We need more depth, specifically off the edge. I think we could use a little bit more help in the secondary. So there's definitely things the Giants are going to need to continue to improve upon. Look at DJ with the fresh haircut. DJ's looking spiffy with the fresh haircut. He's got a little fade action going. And Andrew says, I went to my high school. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow. You don't say, Andrew. Jets handoff off left guard. That's a pickup of 2, maybe 3. That's pretty cool. You went to your high school. Wouldn't have thought that. That's a shocker. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Jets lead by 9, 25-16. And Kevin Paul says, with Simmons having position versatility, which fringe 53 defender do you think that affects the most? Owens, Cam. I don't think Cam Brown's making the team. Owens is making the team. Who else did you have? Or an edge? In terms of if you're asking making the team or you're just asking their role, there's a throw over the middle. He hits his man there at the 45, stiff arm to the 40, all the way down to the 33, and the Jets are cooking. If you're asking me making the team, I would say Cam Brown's not making the team and Owens is. But in terms of whose role does it affect? Like in the starting lineup? Oh, that's a good question. I think it's going to it could affect Pinnock's role a little bit, I think, as the season wears along. Not that he's going to play like exclusively safety, but maybe he gets a few less snaps, perhaps. Obviously, the linebackers are going to get less snaps than anticipated before we got Simmons, the guys that were projected to be the starters, whether that be Beavers, whether that be McFadden. There's a throw caught out in the flat, and the Jets down to the 25. But I hope at least, his main position is going to be linebacker. But I think he's an interesting player that, depending on the team you're going up against, you could utilize him in different ways. Like, if there's like a team that's like, I don't know, has a really good tight end and a really good slot wide receiver, and you feel like you need more coverage in that specific part of the field, he could almost act as like a slot. He's a versatile piece. So I think it's a really good pickup for the Giants. It allows us to do a lot more things than we were capable of doing before we got him. Hopefully they could, turn him into what he's supposed to be. There's a handoff off the left edge, pickup of a yard for the Jets. It'll be third. And I just think he fits the scheme so well. Like, you could use him as a blitzer off the edge. You could use him as a blitzer up the middle. He's a guy that projects to be a guy that you could drop back in coverage. So I think he's a nice piece. Giants need Uncle Rico at quarterback. Oh, Giants need Uncle Rico at quarterback. First down for the Jets. He throws it over the mountain. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. 25-16 Jets. As we're just waiting for the preseason to wind down. Looks like the Jets are going to win this one by 2 scores probably. 4:52 to go. And Turtle Man says Giants go 11-6 wild card spot. I don't hate that prediction. I'm going to be honest. Like, I am leaning. I'm going to say 9. I'm saying 9 because I'm going to be conservative. But I'm leaning closer to 10, I think, than 9. But I'm going to say 9 because I don't want to get my hopes too high. So I'm going to say 9 and 8 just because of the schedule that we play. But I could definitely see 10 wins this year from this team. And if I could see 10, why can't I see 11? So NFL is a game of inches. It's a game of bounces. You get the right bounces, your team stays healthy. You look around the league last year, more than half the league was probably between 7 and 9 or 10 wins. It's a matter of which team is better coached, which team gets the better breaks. And hopefully the Giants this year gets the breaks. They stay healthy, and we all know that they can outcoach most of their opponents. 2nd and 6. Boyle under center from the 17. Takes the snap. Hands up the middle. Nowhere to go there. They lose 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. Machado says, love you, man. I love you, man. I love you. Yeah, man. I appreciate you for being here. Thanks for being here, man. And here we go. Jets have a oh, God. Zimenez jumps off sides. Giants fans hate Zimenez enough. He's not helping himself there. 3:04 to go here in the fourth. Zimenez jumps off sides. Cinnamon Toast Crunch be hitting, Newsboy says. Is that your cereal of choice? Call me crazy. I don't eat cereal like I used to, but when I was younger, I ate cereal a lot. I'm going to tell you right now, my go-to is Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger has it right. They are certainly great. You can't beat Frosted Flakes. I'm going with Frosted Flakes every time. So 3:04 to go. It'll be 3rd and 3 here for the Jets. I don't know what crave is. What's crave? Jets out of the gun from the 15. Takes the snap, drops back, throws, hits his man to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Season's over. Season's over. Twitter's blowing up. People are flipping out. 31-16 extra point pending. Zimenez sucks. Gosh, he's still in the... Yeah, he's garbage. He may not make this team. $2.55 to go. Wilhelm says Frosted Flakes. I disagree. I love Frosted Flakes. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 32-16. Cheerios are good. Can't go wrong with Cheerios. I'm not a big Rice Krispies guy. Never was. Never was. Because when you get down to like the bottom of the Rice Krispies, they kind of just like get devoured by the milk because they're so small. I was never a big Rice Krispies guy. Let's see. Which stat is more important, QBR or QBC? I know the traditional QB rating, and then you have a QBR, which is an ESPN stat. What is the QB? I'm sure that's like an analytical stat. What is the QB? I don't even know what the QBC is. What's a QBC? I know what the QBR is. Raisin Bran? Yeah, I like Raisin Bran. People make fun of me for that. They're like, how do you like raisins? I like Raisin Bran. Cocoa Crispy? I can't remember the last time I had cereal, by the way, but when I used to eat it, Pops, I liked Pops. Pops is good. Do I have wheat? No, I do not. I do not have Wheat Bix. Ralph's pissed. No fight in this trash defense to lose to the Jets by 2 touchdowns is disgusting. Ralph is pissed. I love it. I love it. He's passionate. He is fuming. The Jets dropping the Snoopy Bowl, 32-16. Ralph's ready to run through a wall. Ralph's going to lose sleep for the next week. He is pissed. I love it. I love it. Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles are good. Mike, I haven't had cereals in years either. Now I eat oatmeal because I'm old. I eat oatmeal and I eat Greek yogurt in the morning because I'm old and I'm no longer young and enjoy things like Cookie Crisp. 2:55 to go. Jets set to kick it away. 32-16. Kicks away. And the Giants will start with it at the 25, 32-16. Half these guys won't, of course. More than half the guys that played tonight aren't going to make the roster. First and 10, Giants down 16. Shotgun formation. They'll take the snap. They turn. They give. Gray with a nice misdirection. Gray's played well. I'll say that. You're looking for a little bit of a glimmer of positivity tonight in terms of an individual player. Gray's played well. That was another nice cutback run. He's had a couple of nice catches. This is by far Eric Gray's best performance. DeVito takes the snap. Throws. Nice catch. Nice catch. It's a first down for the Giants up to the 36. Will Grier. Will Grier's out of a job, man. Shotgun formation. 2:03 to go. DeVito just gets it off. And they're going to give it to Gray. Gray got 3. Second and 7 at the 39. Life cereal. How many players do you think will be on the week 1 roster that weren't in training camp with the Giants? 3. Yeah, I'll go with 2 or 3. I don't think it's going to be much more than that. I'll go with like 2 or 3. Because when you look at the roster, I think the wide receivers are all here. I don't think we're adding one. So that's at least like 7 spots. The quarterbacks are all here. That's another 2. I know 3, but the third doesn't go against the 53. Maybe you add 1 lineman. Maybe. So that's 1. Yeah, I don't think you're adding a tight end. So for the offense, I really only see 1. I see 1 potential add, in my opinion, and that's on the offensive line. Defense, I could see adding an edge. And maybe a player in the secondary. I could see 2 or 3 ads at the waiver wire. That's what I could see. You're going to eat cereal real quick. Enjoy that, man. Best chips. Ooh, that's a good question. The best chips. Okay, some people are going to call this sacrilegious. I think they are disgusting. I think they are repulsive. I can't even stand the smell when somebody opens up a bag of these. And they might be the most popular chips in America. I despise Doritos. Not a Doritos guy. That's a very hot take. I understand. People love Doritos. I find them repulsive. Disgusting. Salt and vinegar? Yeah. I don't like Doritos. I don't like Doritos. I'm crazy. I know. I understand. I'm crazy. I'm not a Doritos guy. I also don't like ranch. I don't like blue cheese. I told you it was a hot take. I told you it was a hot take. It's a hot take. Do I like? Yeah, of course I like. Who doesn't like watermelon? How do you not like watermelon? Like, watermelon's like impossible not to like. I can understand not loving watermelon because there's not a whole lot of taste to it. But how do you not like watermelon? Yeah, I like watermelon. 2nd and 8. Minute 54 to go here in the 4th. Doritos is impossible. Now, I just told you I don't like them. I don't. I like cheese doodles. I like traditional potato chips. I like pretzels. I like Fritos. 2nd and 8. Sun chips. DeVito's going to take off. He's going to run with it. To the 45, to the 50. Tackle down at the 47 into Jets territory. Minute 44 to go. Giants still have all 3 timeouts. But it's not going to matter. They're not going to use them. Maybe they score a touchdown. It's a 2-possession game technically. You're breaking my heart, man. Thank you, Frank. There's one of us. There's a pass out in the flat to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. Eric Gray continues to excel in the passing game. I found one other person in the chat that agrees with me on Doritos. Thank you. We should form a brotherhood. Giants have it here at the 30. Takes the snap. DeVito drops back, buys time with the legs, looking, throwing. David Sills! What would the 3rd preseason game be without David Sills catching a touchdown? And look at DeVito. What is DeVito doing? What is this? Is that his touchdown celebration? Look at DeVito. He's doing like the tomahawk chop. 30-yard touchdown from DeVito to Sills. They got to go for 2 here, obviously. There we go. We got a couple of non-Dorito fans in the chat. Shotgun formation. DeVito out of the gun. Gray to his left. He'll take the snap. Drops back. Looks left. Scanning. Planning. DeVito trying to make it a one-possession game. In trouble. And it's broken up. There will not be a miracle here at the Meadowlands. If they scored there, they would have had a chance. 32-22. There's a flag. DeVito. You know what happened there, right? After they called the incompletion, DeVito whispered in the referee's ear, "You better throw a flag, or I'm going to call on a hit." DeVito just, his mob ties just got that call for the New York Giants. So Giants are going to go for 2 again. They're going to try to make this a one-possession game. Pringles are good. I could go with Pringles. 47 seconds to go. Giants down 10. From the 1, DeVito out of the gun. Gray to his right. He'll take the snap. He gives to Gray. Touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. It's a one-possession game. 32-24. Okay. GOAT movie snack? That's easy. I'm boring. I'm boring. I'm traditional. The best movie snack is popcorn. I'm not a guy that goes to the movies and order. Now when you go to the movies, you could get a gourmet meal. You could go to the movies and get a medium rare steak with green beans and you get dessert, like you get like a 5-course meal. I'm not one of those guys. When I go to the movies, I'm not getting the nachos. I'm not getting the hot dog. Popcorn. It's popcorn. Every time. Popcorn. Every time. Jonesy says DeVito over Tyrod. That's not. Tyrod's going to be the guy. Tyrod's going to be the guy. Tina, congrats. I appreciate that, Jacob, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. 32-24. Giants trail by 8. 47 seconds to go here in the 4th. And Ralph, thank you very much. He says, "Thank God I do not have to suffer through a New York Jet 2-touchdown victory over my Giants. The world is back on its axis." Ralph can go to work now without having an aneurysm this week. Don't worry, Ralph. We'll get him when it matters in the regular season. Jamie Gillen kicked the onside kick, by the way. That goes out of bounds. It's preseason, so I doubt Dable uses the timeouts. He could. But that was interesting. They used Gillen to kick the onside kick. Maybe they did that last year. I can't remember. We didn't obviously attempt many. But Jimmy Gillen kicked the onside kick. So it goes out of bounds. It'll be Jets ball. I think the Giants will probably just let this run out. But hey, you never know. They got 3 timeouts. Jets line up in the I formation. And they're going to run it on the first play. They get a yard. We'll see. Do they call the timeout? Nope. Davis is going to let it run. So that's going to do it. Jets will take a knee. And we will get out of MetLife Stadium without any major key injuries. We had some injuries, but nobody, no starters. As the Jets get the win, they win the Snoopy Bowl, they win the battle. We'll get ready to win the war. Jets will take one more snap and they'll close it out. And that'll do it. 32-24. Hang out with you guys for about another 15 minutes, and then we're going to call it. I had a lot of fun doing this stream, though. Obviously, doing a preseason game when the starters aren't even playing by yourself, it's not easy. It's not a lot to really analyze and talk about. The next thing to really analyze and talk about is going to be the 53-man roster, the breakdown of that, and obviously then week 1 against the Cowboys. And I'll probably do a prediction video too before the year starts in terms of the a final record prediction. Break it down each game. But I had a lot of fun, man. This was a fun stream. We got to talk about some trivia. We did some chip talk. We didn't even get into dessert, but we did some pie talk. We talked about that at one point. I still say it. Pumpkin pie is my number one. Pecan pie is great. Apple pie is great, but pumpkin pie is my number one. Do not like Doritos. Do not like Doritos. No, we're off. We're off for the next 2 weeks. Odell the best. We're off for the next 2 weeks. Losing to the Jets takes time off my life as a fan. Well, in the regular season, yeah. Preseason, whatever. Whatever. Chris, this makes me question following you. What, the Dorito thing? I'm not a Dorito guy. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Favorite sandwich at a deli? Oh, wow. All right, I'll say it right now. You cannot beat, for a breakfast sandwich, you get bacon, egg, and cheese. If you're in New York and you're at a deli, if you're not from New York, if you go to New York, you got to get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. So for breakfast, and I love a Hungry Man too, but bacon, egg, and cheese. In terms of for lunch, give me, I don't know, a little turkey. I like turkey. Yeah, I like turkey. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But bacon, egg, and cheese for breakfast. Let's see what we got. I do love Sun Chips, and I do love cherry pie. I like both. Who is the guy that always walks in? There we go. I go to the crappy mic for the last 10 minutes. I'm looking for who's walking onto the field with Dable. It's probably the assistant coach. I would imagine one of the assistant coaches, right? Oh, I don't know who that is. Maybe it's like one of the athletic trainers. I don't know who that is. Yeah. He looks like an older Italian guy or Spanish guy, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea who that is. He looked good on that. He made one really good throw, Rodgers. He did. He made that one. The touchdown throw was a really good one. I'm not still muted, am I? I don't think I'm still muted. Your boy Murder says, Chris, have you explained how Bleacher Report streams are going to work or not yet? Yeah, so I'm still waiting to hear back from them in terms of the specifics. I had to fill out paperwork. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them. But it's not going to be every week. It's right now it's for week 1. And then they said that I think that they have, I don't know who, they didn't tell me, but I think they have somebody lined up for week 2, 3, but they said they have some other open weeks. So I guess they're probably going to see if they like me. I don't know. And then maybe they'll offer me more weeks. I don't know how it works, but it's week 1. I'm doing basically a preview, which is going to maybe be 25 to 30 minutes on Bleacher Report. And then I'm going to do a live stream after the game, but it's only going to be about 30 minutes. So it's not going to take away, I can still go live on my channel probably after for about an hour, hour and a half. It's going to be late, but if we win, I'm going live, obviously. But I'm doing a quick live stream over there for about a half hour after the game. So, yeah, it was cool. When they reached out to me, I was like, wow. I'm like, wow, they watched my content. That's cool. Can I do a quick fantasy mock draft? I actually have my fantasy draft this week. I'm not a huge fantasy guy. I do one fantasy league a year, and it's a keeper league. And I have 3 keepers. It's a 2 quarterback league, so you have to start 2 quarterbacks. I am keeping Daniel Jones because I drafted him in the 12th round. You keep players in the round that you drafted them in a 2-quarterback league, quarterbacks fly off the board. To be able to keep a top 10 fantasy quarterback, maybe top 12 if you want to argue that late in a 2-quarterback league is really good. Obviously, he wasn't ranked very high last year. That's why I got him where I did. And then I'm keeping Tony Pollard. I hate to admit that, but I drafted him last year knowing that I'd probably keep him because they were going to get rid of Zeke. I got him in the 9th round, and I am keeping – who's my last keep? Oh, Christian McCaffrey, 1st round. I'm going to just use my 1st round pick on Christian McCaffrey because I'm picking late in the 1st round. So those are my 3 keeps. But, yeah, my draft is on I think it's next Saturday, actually, a week from today. So when I draft my team, maybe I'll show you guys what I did. It's not online. It's in person. It's not an online draft. It's in person. Like I go to my friend's house. We have a draft board. We drink beers. We eat sandwiches. All the things we talked about tonight that we eat there. We eat sandwiches. I don't eat Doritos, but people eat Doritos. We drink beers. Did Holmes play? No, actually. I don't think Holmes did play. I don't think I saw Holmes play. No. Cat's Deli, New York City. You can't beat Cat's. Cat's Deli's great. I don't know enough about fantasy, to be honest with you, to do a fantasy mock draft. Came to the wrong channel. I mean, I know a decent amount, but I wouldn't, I haven't done enough research to know where each and every one of these players are projected to go. And Roldy, Chris, what's your least favorite LIE Southern State or oh God, Roldy's from Long Island. He knows how Long Island traffic is. Oh, it's not even close. It's not even close, Roldy. I mean, of course, it depends on the time of day. But, it's Southern State, dude. Southern State is the worst. It does not matter what time you are driving on the Southern State. It could be at 11 a.m. It could be at 3 p.m. It could be at 7 p.m. Between exit 25 to 28 on Southern State, it's going to take 20 minutes. No matter what. Southern State's the worst. Southern State's the worst. Let's see. Any deli sandwiches are the bomb, nothing like New York. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the Southern State's the worst, man. What are you looking forward to in the Giants? I am most looking forward to Daniel Jones this year. I really am. Just the offense in general, but the quarterback specifically. I want to see the growth in Daniel Jones. I want to see the growth in this offense. That's what I'm most looking forward to. I mean, obviously Kayvon, obviously Waller, obviously Evan Neal. You want to see how much better he gets, and there's a lot of players I'm excited about. But for me, it's Daniel Jones, man. I want to see him take that jump this year. I really do. Currently at the Dolphins-Jags game. Go Big Blue. That's awesome, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the game, man. Giants lost 32-24. Jets won 32-24. Which are we running most this year? 10, 11, or 2? I think we're going to run that's tough, man. I'm leaning. I think we're going to run a lot of 12 personnel. I mean, we're going to run all different types. And what you've seen so far in these preseason games, you have seen a lot more than we saw last year, where the Giants are going 5 wide. We didn't see that really at all last year. And it's preseason, but they're testing things out in preseason for a reason. So I think we're going to see more spread offense than we did last year, but I still think we're going to run a lot of 12 personnel because, listen, at the end of the day, we're still a team that's going to rely on the ground game. And we got 2 good tight ends with Darren Waller, obviously. And I think we have more than 2 good tight ends, but Bellinger, Waller, and I think we're going to focus heavily on the ground game between Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. So I think we're going to run a lot more spread, but we're going to run a lot of 12 personnel. Who scores the first touchdown? I mean, if I got to pick, I'm going to go Barkley. He's the safest pick. He's probably going to score the most touchdowns. So I'll go Barkley. What matchup worries you the most week 1? Oh, that's easy. The two matchups that worry me the most week one, it's gonna be it's definitely Neal. That's number one because we saw what happened last year. Neal got destroyed against the Cowboys, so that's definitely my biggest worry going into the game. And then my second biggest worry, it has to be the rookie corners. You have two rookie corners going up against an experienced quarterback with a good wide receiving core. I'm not going to say great, but it's good. But you got to hope that the pass rush could get home. If the pass rush could get home, they'll be able to mask that, that young, inexperienced secondary a bit. But those are by far my two biggest worries going into the game. But I would lean Neal because listen, if Neal plays like he did last year, we don't have a chance. We're not going to win. So we got to be able to hold our blocks at least somewhat well. You can't expect it to be flawless. The Cowboys have a great pass rush, but we got to be able to hold our blocks. Let's see. Yeah, we need Neal this. Neal's the key to the year, man. He is. Bobby Okereke actually looked like he knew the gaps on run plays, so competent linebacker should be. Yeah, listen, man. Okereke could actually play the position. That's something we haven't had in a while outside of the 1 year with Martinez. Let's see. Alvin, that's going to be every week for the Giants, but specifically that week, right? Against the Cowboys, we have got to be able to get home with the pass rush. Have to. The Cowboys, it's what's his name? I'm pretty sure. I'm going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure they still have the same left tackle, don't they? They have, yeah, Tyron Smith. He's still the left tackle. Tyron Smith, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. Tyler Biadasz is, I'm glad we didn't get him because now we got JMS, but he was a guy that I wanted in that draft. I think it was in the 4th or 5th round, and the Cowboys jumped us because he had injury history. That's why he dropped in that draft. But yeah, Tyron Smith's still the left tackle. I picked Josh Allen. Giants team is gonna Parrott always looks horrible, Lloyd. The backup offensive linemen on this team are awful. But to be fair, most backup offensive lines are not good. As long as he's not starting. Simmons is here because Kayvon and Azeez are not proven. You think that's the reason we picked up Simmons? I actually think the reason we picked up, I think the reason we picked up Simmons has more actually to do with Flott than anything else. I think they were hoping that I don't think they trust their coverage. I think Simmons is here at least partially because of that. But he's kind of I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with Kayvon. He's not a pass rusher. I know that they could use him in that way, but he's not strictly a pass rusher. You think no, I don't think James Robinson makes the team. James Robinson played okay tonight, but he did not look good in preseason. Simmons hasn't proved a thing in the league and hasn't lived up close to the draft. No, he hasn't, but he's worth a shot. For a 7th round pick, he's definitely worth a shot. Chizolo says Simmons looked good, good forcing Rodgers. Yeah, that was a great play by that was the most exciting play of the game to be able to see Simmons make that play. Hopefully, he could make an impact week 1. Yeah, huge upgrade, and he fits the scheme. He fits the scheme very well, Albin. He could do a lot of things. So I think they saw a guy with upside, with potential, that they felt like putting him in their scheme, in their system, they could coach him up and turn him into the player that Arizona wanted him to be. So it's worth a shot for a 7th round pick. Yeah, Robinson had his best game tonight. I agree with that. I would agree with that right now. I'd say our biggest thing. Well, it's either it's either depth on the O-line or depth off the edge. I would say those are our two biggest needs right now going into the season. Like if you're going to snatch a couple of players off of waivers, I would prefer it to be, a guard or a center. No, a guard, preferably a guard, maybe a guy with guard tackle versatility, and like you said, an edge. I think we could certainly use an edge. But guys, yeah, I am going to close it out. I'm getting tired. We've been live for a while. I just want to hang out with you guys because I don't do these lives as much as I used to. I will be going live a lot during the season. Make no mistake about it. We're going to have a lot of shows. But I just try to show you guys appreciation whenever I can. Talk to you guys. Let you guys know I really appreciate all you guys. I had a lot of fun tonight. This was one of the more fun streams I've done. So thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate all you guys. Get some sleep. Well, don't go to bed yet. It's still early, but get something to eat. Maybe get some Doritos. Seems like most of the chat likes Doritos. I do not, but have a great rest of your night. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll be seeing a lot of each other soon. Have a good night, guys.